pick number 1.
Thanks, Alec. And this matchup, a little bit of a rarity now, Grant.
Here we go.
Neither team in a hurry to get in transition.
Yeah, B.A., these teams have almost a throwback style to how they play. They don't want to get up and down and play fast. They want to go slow, and that takes players who have patience and discipline. Tonight will be a tactical battle.
Now let's check out the starters for the Detroit Pistons. It's Cunningham and Ivy at the 1 and the 2. Bojan Bogdanovic out there with James Wiseman, and it's Duran in at the 5.
He can really read the floor. Precision pass in rhythm.
Cunningham passes to Bogdanovic. The shot's good on the assist by Cunningham.
Just getting it to the ready-to-fire guy. It's great recognition from Cade.
Outside Fultz. Pass to Banchero. Wagner with it. Here's Suggs. 5 on the clock. Here's Banchero. Unable to get that one. Good work defensively by Wiseman.
And this summer, the Magic raised some eyebrows. Widely expected to take Jabari Smith with the #1 overall pick. Right up until their selection, Paolo Banchero was announced. Rival teams impressed at how well they kept their secret. Good job, Orlando.
Now here's Wagner. And a foul called on the way up. So he'll take 2 from the free throw line. Bojan Bogdanovic picks one up.
You have to think with this Pistons squad that all eyes are on the future as opposed to the here and now. Young guys focused on reaching their potential.
So where do you see the ceiling for this younger Pistons team as they continue to grow?
You know, B.A., it's always difficult to predict the limits of a team. But as long as they continue to steadily develop, they can become a unit with playoff potential. You just couldn't make the connection, but you appreciate their attempt at moving the ball.
Harris is checked in for Suggs. And the Magic with possession. Here's Wagner. Out to the right wing. Here's Banchero. And he was fouled while in the act of shooting, so he'll take 2 free throws.
Offensively, Banchero is a difference maker. Not just with the talent, but with his relentless approach.
Grant, you watch Banchero. He's got a rare mix of moves for a big man.
Yeah, B.A., the perfect combination of size, strength, and skill. Crosses up defenders well, spin moves, excellent body control, and he uses his body to shield the ball when he's driving through the lane.
About 2 minutes gone by in the first quarter. Harris outside. To the inside. And Carter gets it to go on the assist by Harris.
Putting in work. Carter Jr. is a lunch pail guy who just goes about his business.
To the wing, right side. Wiseman finds Bogdanovic. Wagner with a steal. First quarter of basketball, just over 2.5 minutes played so far. The Pistons trailing. Pass to Duran. Laid it in with a nice touch off the window.
Just smart decisions as Cunningham did a great job of setting his guy up.
Fultz passes to Harris. Puts up a 3. It's not going to go for him. And it's Detroit the other way. And up the court come the Pistons on the break. And so he draws the foul, headed to the line to shoot a pair. Grant Ivy gets a lot of attention for his scoring, but he can also lock you down at the other end.
Oh, yes, he can, B.A. He's big, active, and athletic, too. A strong on-ball defender as well. He'll also jump passing lanes, causing deflections. He looks to flip turnovers into points.
Detroit has gone 1 of 2 from three-point land so far. Pass to Duran. Now here's Cunningham. Inside. Oh, a great 1-2 punch. Beautiful pass and a nasty jam.
He does that so well. At his size, he's always a threat to throw it down.
Harris passes to Carter. The 3 from Banchero. And once again, off the mark by Orlando. The Pistons have gone 3 of 6 from the floor. Here's Cunningham. Back to Bogdanovic. from downtown. He's in his comfort zone. 2 for 2 to start this one.
Defensively, you have to stay connected to him on the perimeter.
They're searching for a way to score.
Yeah, buckets have been very tough to come by.
For 3, here's Harris. And that won't fall for him. He's 0 for 2.
Defense dodged a bullet that time. Total breakdown.
Pass to Banchero. There's 45 seconds left in the first quarter. Out to Harris. From deep. And Cunningham pulls it down.
Would you say testing the limits of his range there?
Well, I thought they played smart, and then all of a sudden it was maybe a little too flashy there, and that's unfortunate.
Here's Ivy. Driving inside to the right side. Clock at 4. And here's Duran for 3. And it's Orlando with a rebound.
Harris doing whatever is asked of him, a guy that has a lot of talent, maybe a jack of all trades, master of none, but solid across the board.
Harris, a screen on Cunningham. Here's Fultz. And he drops it in from the low post.
That's just tremendous scoring instinct. So fun to watch him work in the half court.
To the paint. Here's Bogdanovic. Uses the glass on the layup. Bogdanovic has got 8.
Just owning the painted area. If it's working, no need to change.
And so it looks like the Magic will retain possession here.
I'll tell you what, they're really fortunate there. Those long bomb passes usually spell disaster, but they get away with one there.
Bojan Bogdanovic has been leading the charge for the Pistons. 8 points in the quarter, showing how effective he can be. And don't go far. We'll be right back.
And please give a big round of applause for your Magic Youth Dance team.
And close game underway so far. We'll see if either of these teams can jump out ahead of the second quarter. All right, guys, looking at what we've seen from the Pistons, what do you think?
Well, you have to credit their effort on the defensive end. It set the tone for this contest.
The defense has been infectious here as everybody stepping up aggressively on that end.
Banchero and Carter Jr. are down low. Harris at the 2 with Wagner playing the 3. And it's Fultz in at the point. That's the group starting the second quarter for the Magic. Here's Ivy. Here's Cunningham. And he makes no mistake. Slam dunk.
And Cade getting up that time.
Orlando trailing here. Let's go now to the sideline and catch up with Allie LaForce.
Well, guys, it's a new day in Orlando. Magic head coach Jamal Mosley continues to lay the foundation for the team they want to be. A, quote, tough-talking, tied-together defensive team that plays offensively with pace, space, and the pass. Brian, say that 5 times fast.
Well done, Allie. Thank you. It'll be fun to watch him build.
And you know, offense has been the problem for the Magic. Near the bottom of the league for several years now. Lack of efficiency for extended stretches. Slow defensive rotation causing a breakdown along the perimeter.
Cunningham passes to Wiseman. And it's Wiseman with the jam.
And Wiseman will go vertical.
And for the Magic, worst offensive rating in 2022.
Yeah, and the second worst rating in 2021 as well. It's an issue they have been trying to address. It's limited their ability to get back into the playoffs.
Harris passes to Fultz. Out to Harris. Now Wagner. Wiseman with a steal. Cunningham drives in. Pass to Ivy. That falls. Nice feed that time from Cunningham. Cunningham's got 6 assists now in the game. Harris up top. To the inside. Outside Fultz. Harris, a screen on Cunningham. There's Fultz with a 3. And again, it's the Magic from deep.
Now that's a shot he can hit. If you give it to him, you need a little more energy on defense that next trip down.
Pass to Duran. Here's Ivy, pounded by Harris. Here's Bogdanovic. 6 on the shot clock. Deflects the pass. Oh, stolen by Harris. Here's Banchero driving to the basket. The shot that time not on target. The Pistons go the other way with it. Bogdanovic from long range. The rebound by Carter. Carter's got 4 rebounds now. pass to Banchero. Soft touch off the glass. Banchero's got 6 points.
Getting enough shots in close to play inside out.
Here's Cunningham. And here's Wiseman. And now about 3 minutes gone in the second quarter here. Here's Duran. Oh, nice D from Carter. Harris outside. And again, it's Orlando with a three. Hey, we see plenty of three-point shots every game, Brent. Would you say it's still a shooter's league?
Yeah, I would say it's still a scorer's league, PA, rather than a shooter, because, look, a lot of people can take shots. There aren't too many that make them efficiently. So that part is going nowhere. I think it's about creating points and trying to get it to the most opportunistic way you can score. That's what the offense's job is to do.
Woo! BA, that's lit.
Ferocious all the way. Man, that was good. A minute 9 left in the first half. Another missed shot. He's 1 of 5, looking shaky out there. Outside Bogdanovic from deep three-point range. Rebound by the Magic. Carter's got rebound number 5 here tonight. From outside the arc. It's rebounded by Banchero. Orlando has gone 3 of 4 from outside so far in the second quarter. Fultz against Cunningham. Here's Harris. That shot off the mark. And Detroit will go the other way with it. Pass to Duran. Kicks it out to Cunningham. Wiseman, a screen on Fultz. Cunningham passes to Wiseman. And that one good. It's a tie ball game.
Man, think about adding that weight and still having the quickness. Wiseman just eating up space now.
Harris outside. Beyond the arc. Nails it from beyond the arc. Harris has got 7 points in the game.
That's nice vision there. You see that pass, you make the feed before the defense has a chance to react, and that opens up a much better opportunity to score.
Bogdanovic. And then Bogdanovic with the dunk.
And nobody putting out much of an effort to stop him.
Surprising in a close game, a lack of energy on defense.
On one side.
And the first half comes to an end. We've got a close game going here. Magic out in front. They lead by 1. And we'll be right back after halftime for the start of the third quarter. See you in just a bit. Halfway through this one. Plenty of basketball left in a game that's been a fairly even one. Tell you one guy who's been getting it done is Bojan Bogdanovic.
Through 2 quarters of play, he's been an excellent source of points.
Yeah, he's shouldering the load right now and looking really comfortable while he's doing it.
And on the floor for Dwayne Casey starting the second half. Bagley and Stewart together down low. Hayes is out there with Alec Burks. And it's Diallo in at the small forward. And last season, the NBA mourned the passing of Hall of Famer Bob Lanier. He played his first decade with the Pistons.
A sad loss for the NBA. Now, he represented them 7 times as an all-star. But for all his greatness on the court, he'll be remembered just as much for the work he did off the court as the league's global ambassador.
Orlando leading. Wagner for 3. That one no good. Burks for 3. It's rebounded by Wagner. And for the Magic, they're shooting pretty well at 45%. Burks passes to Diallo. Out to Bagley. Oh, and makes it with the kiss. Bagley's got his first 2 points.
Working around the rim, Bagley a tough cover there because of his quickness.
They set a pick. Pass to Bull. Into the lane. Count it. Good. And the Magic lead by 3.
Good decision making. Scopes the situation, puts the pass right on the mark.
Hayes inside. Oh, a clear foul there on the missed shot. So he'll get a pair at the line. And while the Pistons need to improve at both ends, Brent, offense is where they've struggled the most.
Yeah, last season near the bottom in field goal percentage and three-point percentage. You've got the playmakers, but they've got to convert and finish off those plays and get more consistent on the offensive end.
Here's Suggs. Well, no scoring yet from him, but that's likely to change.
Putting some extra juice on that tomahawk, fellas. No one is going to stop that.
Man, when he's coming in with that level of force, that's just too much right there. Pass to Bowl. Back to Suggs. There's a screen by Anthony. No good off the back of the rim.
I saw a green light there. The D's not going to get away with that kind of lapse all that often here tonight. And who doesn't love to see David take on Goliath? Their huge throwdown.
Anthony outside, down low. And it's Isaac with the basket on the assist by Anthony.
That's unblockable unless they can get a bigger man on him. Got to learn your lesson.
And here's Hayes. Pass to Bagley. Back to Hayes. Stewart with it. Out to Bagley. Stewart, the pass to Bagley. The Pistons need to get one up quick. Hayes for three. And it's Orlando with a rebound. 1:56 left in the third quarter. Boy, that foul looked intentional. Not exactly what you'd expect here.
Yeah, I know. It just doesn't make sense given the situation.
Pass to Isaac. The three. Can't get it to drop. And Detroit will go the other way with it. Diallo outside. And there's a whistle. He'll head to the line to shoot two. They'll pin that one on Jonathan Isaac.
Well, he might have been considered a project coming out of college, but Diallo did not take long to prove himself as a legit NBA athlete and talent.
So he picks up just one from the line that time. Yeah, a lot of fans got to know Diallo in 2019. He won the dunk contest that year, Brent.
Yeah, BA, go back and check those highlights out. He put on a heck of a show, had some amazing dunks. I think he even leapfrogged Shaq on one of them.
Burks passes to Hayes. And there's a pick. Back to Burks. Oh, and there's a one-hand jam.
Killian Hayes is a PG, and he's got vision, so you get open, he'll find you.
Anthony outside. Here he goes. And he can't jam it through. Detroit has gone 0 for 2 from outside here in the third. This for the tie. And he'll draw the foul. He'll head to the line for two. Well, I know you spent a lot of your career in Orlando. What are your favorite memories of that time?
None, BA. You know I was hurt the entire time I was in Orlando. No, but in all seriousness, great people, great city, and it was fun to see young guys like Jameer Nelson and Dwight Howard get drafted and emerge as great players and leaders for their ball club.
The Pistons making a switch here. Duran, he's checked in for Stewart. Wiseman comes in for Bagley. Bogdanovich has checked in for Diallo. And Ivy subbed in for Burks.
And for Jalen Suggs, the shot is a work in progress still. His form is mostly fine, but execution and decision-making needs to improve.
Banchero's checked in for Wagner. And the Pistons making a change here as well. Cunningham's checked in for Hayes.
They come away with the lead, but I'm sure he's kicking himself over that last miss.
Pass to Ivy. Back to Wiseman. Good setup. Led him to the rack perfectly for the layup. Wiseman's got 6. We've seen 5 lead changes so far. Neither team able to pull away.
Yeah, this game just feels like it's going to come down to the wire.
Here's Bull, guarded by Wiseman. Yep, that one's good. He's got 6.
When it's this close, every bucket matters. You need good looks.
Cunningham outside. Pass to Bogdanovich. Lets the 3 fly. It's hauled in by the Magic. Carter's got his 6th rebound on the night. Here's Banchero. And we've just finished the 3rd quarter. What a tight game we've got going. Magic out in front, up by 1. And 4th quarter basketball will be coming your way. And while we have a chance, let's go to our State Farm assist of the game.
Yeah, just shredding the defense with that feed. Zero chance to stop that.
That's what great passing will do for you right there, dissecting the defense with that play.
And with 3 quarters behind us, we'll start the 4th in what is still anybody's ball game. Markelle Fultz is out there with Gary Harris. Then it's Wendell Carter. Then there's Banchero. And it's Bowl in at the 4-man position. That's who's out there for Orlando. Pass to Fultz. Here's Banchero. 5 to shoot. Bowl. And he floats it in for the easy 2. Credit the sweet setup on that one.
With a tough road ahead, they worked hard to get a good shot.
Picked by Bogdanovich. Rebound by the Magic. Banchero's got his 5th rebound in this one. There's Fultz with a 3. Rebound Detroit. Cunningham outside. Out to the wing. Here's Wiseman. Bowl grabs the board. Orlando leading. Here's Banchero. And now we have an intentional foul. I'm not sure why.
Yeah, bizarre play, B.A. Not sure what got into him. You don't want to stop the clock right there. I'm not quite sure what he was thinking.
Inside. And he throws it down. What a terrific lead pass.
Nice one-handed jam. Simple and effective, B.A.
Hey, with the lead, I'm surprised he didn't come up with something a little more creative. Detroit calls timeout. And the Pistons making a change here. Burks is checked in. A moment to hear from Allie LaForce.
During that break, Coach Dwayne Casey had some advice for his team. He told them, we've got to protect the rim with everything we've got. If we cut down on their easy looks inside, we've got them. It might mean more room for their perimeter shooters, but that's a trade-off he's willing to risk. All right, back to you guys.
Okay, thank you, Allie. Pass to Carter. And a nice finish on the layup. And it's a 7-point Magic lead.
Well, any possession that ends in a shot from that range after a good player and ball movement, that's a good one.
Detroit calls timeout. And this short amount of time should be beneficial to these players to catch their breath a little bit, while at the same time replenishing their energy by drinking some Gatorade as we head into the final stretch of this game. The Pistons have got none of their shots to go in this final quarter. 0 for 4. Here's Cunningham going inside.
This is such a great use of his ball handling skills and size as Cunningham makes a nice play.
Pass to Banchero. Here's Bull, guarded by Wiseman. And here's Harris outside. Knocks it down from distance. And the Magic lead by 8.
You've got to try to scramble the Jets right here and get that guy off the sweet spot. That's one of the best three-point shooters in the league.
Here's Duran. On the wing, Burks. Oh, stolen by Harris. Pass to Banchero. Back to Harris. Fultz, a screen on Bogdanovich. Harris passes to Fultz. Over to the left wing. Here's Bowl with the drive. Here's Carter with one on the clock. And it's slammed in by Carter.
I mean, the second effort from Carter Jr., real nice motor on this guy.
Cunningham, right side. Pass to Duran. The rebound by Carter. Carter's got 9 rebounds in the game. Boy, he's getting it done. And he drives in. Oh, tried to dunk it. Well, maybe a little bit of a use it or lose it situation with the coach's challenge. Probably won't make a difference to the outcome, but they still want to review the call.
And even with the coach's challenge in place, we've seen so many of these personal foul calls.
The previous play is under
Video review.
There's no doubt there's going to be a gray area in a lot of these calls. But at least we have the option to take a second look, so the officials can be sure they get it right.
After the review, the ruling on the floor is overturned.
So they see clear evidence of a bad call, and they're going to overturn it. Probably the right decision.
And give credit to the officials for recognizing the mistake and correcting it. Nobody likes to say they got it wrong, but they fixed it in a hurry.
Well, if you're just tuning in, welcome. We've played about 3.5 minutes into the fourth quarter here. Time running out for the Pistons. To the middle. Here's Duran. That falls. Nice feed that time from Cunningham.
The value of good ball movement isn't lost on this squad.
Outside Bogdanovich. Fires for 3. The baseline J is off the mark. Orlando has got 6 out of 15 threes so far in this game.
And the clock will wind down on this one. Just a solid effort and a good win for the Magic.
And it was dueling three-pointers all night. A battle they won.
Both teams had the same plan. Win the game on the perimeter. So fun to watch.
Harris' shot is good.
Got to give them respect. They're doing everything they can to close this out.
Loved it. The guys are staying aggressive late in this ball game, just not wanting to let go of the rope.
And it's thrown down hard with both hands.
Throws it down emphatically.
He's got serious hops, right? You add that to his ability to penetrate, that's 2 easy points. And so they foul intentionally.
And I'll tell you what, this game is in the books. Not quite sure why they're delaying the inevitable by fouling.
And the second free throw is good. And Detroit has possession. Cunningham drives in. No good there.
Well, he creates such a great opportunity right at the rim, and he just can't get it to go. Even with the defense not really a factor.
Fultz can't get it to go. Boy, this offense has been dynamic and diversified.
Just everyone sharing the ball and sharing the load makes you difficult to defend.
And now we've got an intentional foul. And he knocks down the first one. It's both from the stripe. 16 seconds left in the final quarter. Cunningham passes to Burks. Over to the wing. Bogdanovich on the wing. From deep. Off target with the shot. So it's the Magic winning this one easily. A clean win, and one where they clearly showed better energy.
Yes.
All right, Allie, good stuff there. Thanks for that. And that'll do it, folks. Along.
Hi and welcome everyone here on 2K. Richard, we're expecting to get some real big highlights in this game because both these teams are exceptionally athletic.
Oh, yeah, they've got the speed, they've got the strength, they've got the bounce. These teams have it all. They're about to put on a show, and guess what, Kev? We get front row seats.
It's like we're watching a bunch of Richard Jeffersons out there. Fast, athletic, and a lot of bounce.
Oh, don't stop it.
And the Houston Rockets starting five. The post pairing forms Smith along with Şengün. Porter Jr. is the point with Green on the wing. And it's Martin in at the 3 slot. So it's Orlando now. 6 to shoot. Here's Fultz. Uses the glass to finish the layup.
How about the confidence level with which Fultz plays? When he's close to the basket, he keeps his eyes focused on the rim at all times.
Now here's Porter. Trains the three-pointer.
And he likes to get in a rhythm early. Nice triple.
Now that James Harden has left Houston, can we appreciate the 8 years he just had with the Rockets? He was an all-star every season in Clutch City.
Harris against Green. Harris passes to Wagner. Back to Harris. Shot clock at 6. Off target with his 3.
And he didn't punish them for the weak coverage there, but they can't count on him to continue missing.
And you mentioned it, looking at the accomplishments for Harden in Houston, I mean, absolutely incredible.
Yeah, look, 8 seasons, and let's go down the list. 6 first-team All-NBA selections, an MVP, 3 scoring titles. Harden carried that franchise at times. Nearly got Houston to the finals, just ran into some tough luck. Well, yeah, and also the Warriors. They are tough.
They are. He also had the right coach, didn't he? The right coach at the right time for the right play. And here's Porter after Gary Harris made that last three-pointer. Green against Harris. Here's Şengün. Oh, and there's the one-handed jam.
And how about Porter Jr.'s court awareness? Excellent job finding the open man with the pass.
And Harris wide open. He shoots offline with his 3.
That is not a guy you want to allow open hooks from range. Lucky for the defense, he just couldn't get it to go.
Porter, no luck. Orlando, they've gone 2 for 4 from the field so far today. And it's Harris off the drive. Count it. Harris has got 5 now.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Easy possessions like that literally are just a gift. You just dream of them. He'll gladly take those.
Now here's Porter. Smith up top. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Markelle Fultz. That is his first foul of the game.
First team foul.
And here in the first, approaching 3 minutes played. Martin kicks to Porter. Shot clock at 5. Hands it from downtown. Porter's got his second basket of the game.
Good to see Porter Jr. knocking down the triple. Needs to keep taking and making those shots.
It's easy to see what a great facilitator Kevin Porter is. His vision and instincts are terrific.
Yeah, he can find his own shot, too. He's crafty. He's got the footwork. He creates the separation. And he's not shy about going to the cup either.
And now it's Green running. He can go all the way. And Green slams it in.
There's the limp from Kevin Porter. Doing it, guys, defensively.
Here's Fultz. And he finishes nicely on the layup.
Boy, he is looking confident. Love how they're using him so far.
Yeah, when he gets engaged this early in the game, it's bad news for the defense. He can roll this start throughout the rest of the game. Guy's just ridiculous. He is just an absolute surgeon when he has the ball. This man is surgical. There is no way to slow him down when he wants to score.
Time call here. The Magic decide to talk it over.
Here they come, fans. Your 407 MP.
And making a change here. Bowles checked in.
407
The Magic trail by 6. Fultz looking around to the middle. And the dunk by Ball.
That's just too easy for Ball. Once he gets the right position, his focus there is on the finish.
Green against Harris. Smith outside. Here's Şengün. Scored the basket, his second of 2 attempts.
And they've scored several times already here in the first quarter on the inside.
Harris's shot is good.
Fultz not just looking to score the ball, he also is equally engaged in terms of facilitating.
Oh, wow! That is powerful. And one of Green's best assets, his leaping ability. He's a natural athlete, very explosive.
On the wing, Harris. Guarded by Green. Bull. And the dunk by Bull.
I'll tell you what, I'm not sure these guys can keep this up.
There will be some letdown at some point, but these teams, they are built to score, so.
And a wide open look for Porter. Oh, good with the triple. Now, here's Banchero. He's guarded closely. And Carter with his second chance points.
You know, we talk about it all the time, guys. Those second chance buckets, always the result of that extra effort.
At the end of one, both teams putting up some points. Rockets lead by 1. 2K Sports, back in a moment from the Amway Center.
Please give a big round of applause.
Some good action already in this one, but a fairly even matchup after the first quarter of play. And a moment now to look at the scoring approach in terms of where the points are coming from for the Rockets. This is how the floor looks for the Rockets starting the second. Porter Jr. is the point with Green on the wing. The post pairing forms Smith along with Şengün. And it's Martin in at the 3. Here's Bull and the dunk by Bull.
And Fultz is a solid distributor, good at finding ways to get his guys involved.
To the inside. Orlando grabs the miss.
And the Magic have been one of the league's worst offenses in recent years. In fact, it's been over a decade since they've been average in that regard. Drafting a ready-made weapon in Paolo Banchero, they hope can help them take a step in the right direction. Yeah, way to get there first and be willing to absorb the contact.
And Houston calls their first time out of the game. And when people talk about defense, the term boxes and elbows comes up a lot. Great for our audience. Can you explain what that's about?
It's a great point, Kevin. And listen, the 2 defenders on what we call the boxes, that's down in the low post area. You see those 2 boxes down at the end of the free throw line. And then you have the 2 defenders on the elbows. So that's the edge of the free throw line. The idea to close down the paint.
Okay, fans, who wants a free t-shirt? Let me hear you get loud, Magic fans.
Porter against Fultz. Pass to Harris.
One more time, let's hear it.
He kicks to Banchero. Some nice ball movement by the Magic. Carter with a screen on Martin. Banchero. That misses, had a chance to tie it there. Houston's gotten a success rate of just over 50% from three-point tonight. 4 of 7 shooting. And it's Green missing. Fultz with the ball. Now guarded by Porter. From the arc. Orlando gets it back. The pass to Bull. Banchero is screened for Bull. Knocks down the 3-ball. Bull's got 9.
Moving well in the pick and roll. Bull's understanding for how to capitalize in that spot is big.
Out to Smith. Back to Porter. 6 to shoot. Launches a 3. That shot off. And it's the Magic taking it the other way. And there's already a loyalty aspect to Banchero's makeup, starting with the tribute to the city he grew up in.
He literally takes Seattle everywhere he goes. You look at the tat on his right bicep, It has the Seattle skyline, Mount Rainier, the street he grew up on. In terms of his character, that indicates deep roots and a solid foundation he can build on.
Fultz finds Carter. Here's Bull going inside.
And not a bad passing center. Carter Jr. with the solid find there that leads to a bucket.
Green against Harris. And as it goes out of bounds, Houston able to keep the ball.
Great instincts from him to get a hand on that pass and tip it out.
Yeah, I think he was hoping to maybe even get the steal, but I agree. He still got a good outcome.
Outside, Green looking to end the run, and Green slams it in.
Let me tell you this, if you got a vertical leap of 40 inches like Green, you're just going to be able to glide to the rim like that.
Here's Fultz. Out of bounds. Houston takes possession. Three minutes of action so far in the second quarter. Outside, Porter. Here's the screen. Passes it to Şengün. And he dunks it down.
Good play and great vision from Porter. The pick and roll gets someone open, and he finds it.
Good work there as it goes. 6 points for Markelle Fultz.
Just outstanding distribution. This is the kind of team chemistry that you love to see.
It's Porter outside, and it's Orlando with the rebound.
Boy, this hurts to have to bring up, but I was there for the Rockets title-winning days back in '94 when I was with the Knicks. I saw Houston in the finals firsthand.
The
Nice finish. So quick on the drive. When Green is slicing with confidence, he is hard to stop.
Fultz dishes the ball. Pass to Banchero. And foul on the shot, so he'll get. And yep, we thought we might see it. And the coach's challenge has been triggered on the personal foul call.
And this is the time now where the officials can review the original personal foul. Getting a different angle can sometimes make it a lot easier to determine.
Indeed, and the one thing with replay review is that when you see the slow motion
after review, the ruling on the floor stands.
How fast the action really is and how hard it can be sometimes, you know, Greg, to make the right call. And so the word is in. They've decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, you know, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to reviewing it. The double checking, and the game continues on.
And the first one at the line is good. And he can't hit the second.
I know he's kicking himself for not snatching the lead. But look, he tied things up.
Martin, the pass to Smith. Down low. Porter kicks to Şengün. It's rebounded by Fultz.
I think the defense will live with him taking mid-range jumpers, but maybe just a little bit more resistance.
Controls the rebound and puts it back up and in.
And those second chance points really become almost like bonus points when you can get them.
Smith outside. 23 seconds left to play here in the second quarter. Porter inside. Guarded by Fultz. Smith, no good. Green against Harris. To the paint. Here's Carter. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
In the 7th pick of the 2018 draft, Carter Jr.'s potential is enticing. A bruising big man with a bright future ahead of him.
Green, the pass to Martin, and finished off by Martin.
I tell you what, he's showing some real courage going to the reverse in that situation.
You know, I don't think he knows you're not supposed to do that in traffic.
Honestly, if you're the defense, you should be ashamed not coming up with a steal on that pass.
Here's Anthony. And that'll do it for the first half. A competitive game so far. Orlando out in front, up 2.
Let's hear it for the Jabberwocky.
And as we get into this third quarter, as we've seen so far, neither team able to create much separation on the scoreboard yet. The guard pair for them, Anthony and Suggs. Isaac in the front court along with Wagner. And it's Wagner in its center. That's who's out there for Orlando. A shot by Tate with no one around. He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points. Christopher's got it all tied up now for the Rockets.
Hard work and soft hands, guys. That's what made that play possible.
No simple offensive rebound there. Going for the tip-in. Here's Wagner. And finished off by Wagner.
And those plays can make a difference in a game like this.
Well, you know it's going to fire up, Greg, everybody on that bench.
And you can feel the jolt of energy that he sent through his team. That is a huge boost in a tight game like this.
That's the kind of aggressive and assertive play they need as we get closer and closer to crunch time.
And there's the defensive 3-second call. The Magic have been successful on 3 of their 4 free throw attempts up to this point, and the technical free throw is good.
And the Magic right now, missing that franchise player, might have one of their young talents develop into that, but currently they lack that star.
Here's Isaac. Tries again, and Wagner has it in the corner. Misses the 3. Rockets trail. With the drive, takes it up with both hands and rips it down. Guys, what a back-and-forth game this has been.
And that's already resulted in 7 lead changes.
And as we know, Greg, the NBA is a star-driven league.
Hard to contend without a top 10 player on the roster. The Magic have been patient in their approach, and one player taking a leap this season would be huge. Fundamentals, guys, using the one-hand slam.
Really makes the basics look pretty exceptional.
Oh, just solid on the one-handed slam.
And guys, when it's a tight ball game like this, he's the guy they want with the ball. Pass to Washington. Five on the clock. Houston needs to get a shot. Now Suggs pushing it up. No one to stop him. And Suggs throws it down.
Raw speed helps Suggs out there, keeping him ahead of the defense on the fast break.
On the wing, Isaac. Outside Anthony. Here he goes. And it's Anthony with the jam.
That's a stomach punch, guys. Turn it over and give him a free run to the bucket.
Oh, you're so right. No question who has the momentum now.
That's the last thing you need to happen down the stretch. Let's see how they respond to the devastating punch.
They set the screen. And here's Washington outside. He doesn't hit that one. And Orlando the other way. And man, is this team on a roll right now offensively, Greg. So fun to watch.
They're playing with so much confidence, which is why they're tearing it up on this end.
And it's Suggs missing.
And Jayshawn Tate, talk about positional flexibility. I don't know if you call him an oversized guard or an undersized forward.
He even played some center at Ohio State. NBA scouts weren't sure what his position was. He kind of flew underneath the radar, went undrafted, but everybody knows his name now.
Here's Washington. And he gets the basket. Officials blowing the whistle, so a chance at the line for one more.
Not an easy finish right there, but a beautiful move to give himself just enough space to get in close and knock it down.
And that one misses. Richard, if there's one thing the Rockets want to emphasize this year, it's defense.
Yeah, no question. They've been one of the worst defensive teams in the league the past few seasons. To turn your fortunes around, you gotta focus on defense. It's the most important thing.
And stolen by Wagner. And here's the fast break. Suggs leading the way.
Get up, Jalen Suggs. This guy also a terrific football player in high school.
Washington kicks to Tate. Inside, Marjanovic. And Marjanovic with the slam.
He finds a shooter in motion and is confident he can thread him with the lead pass. Well done.
Now, here's Suggs. Defense right on him. And Suggs throws it down.
Suggs is fearless. I mean, anytime you try and get physical with this young man, he seems to embrace the contact, and there, an opportunity for the end one.
Here's what Orlando's going with right now. Wendell Carter, he's checked in for Mo Wagner. Cole comes in for Franz Wagner. Banchero's checked in for Jonathan Isaac. And Markelle Fultz is subbed in for Anthony. Houston shooting their third and fourth free throw attempts of the game.
And with that lightning first step of Jalen Green, very few defenders have a chance of keeping him in front.
Orlando leading. Banchero passes to Fultz. 32 seconds left in the third quarter. Bol, that's good.
And guys, this is kind of Bol's role. He's out there to score, and he does it in a variety of ways.
There's Porter with the three. Stolen by Carter. Now, here's Suggs. Guarded by Green. The tray. And it's Suggs missing. Porter looking it over. Outside for Martin. Well, it's been an exciting game. Plenty of offense as we head to the fourth quarter. Magic lead by 4. 2K Sports. Back in a moment.
There's your Magic Houston team. All right,
3/10 quarters behind us. One more to go. Thanks for being with us as we begin the fourth. Magic leading by 4. Fourth quarter on the court for the Rockets. The post pairing for him, Smith along with Şengün. Porter Jr. is the point with Green on the wing. And it's Martin in at the 3, the small forward. On the wing, Green. And foul on the shot. Folks, the coach's challenge has been initiated for a personal foul. Close game like this, and he thought it wasn't a good call.
And this is the time now where the officials can review the original personal foul. Getting a different angle can sometimes make it a lot easier to determine.
Indeed, and the one thing with replay review is that when you see the slow motion replays, you really get a new appreciation.
The ruling on the floor stands.
The action really is, and how hard it can be sometimes, Greg, to make the right call. And so the word is in. They have decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to reviewing it. With double checking, and the game continues on.
Time now to turn to our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. David.
Thanks, guys. I got a chance to hear what Jamal Mosley was saying to the team. He said, keep grinding. We're in good shape. Things aren't always going to go perfectly. Don't let that slow you down. Let's just stick to what got us here. Kevin will see if they can build on this lead.
Okay, David, much appreciated. Fultz kicks the ball. Back to Fultz. Takes a 3. No good. Shot missing. And so it's Smith with it. He'll bring it up for Houston. Fourth quarter still young. Just over a minute play. It's stolen by Banchero.
And that's a great play on defense there. Forced him to rethink the shot and then able to come up with the steal.
Down low, here's Porter. Here's Şengün. Smith outside. 6 on the shot clock. The drive. Oh, my goodness. What a play.
My. Cutting into that deficit now, well within striking distance.
A stop or two in the next minute or so, and they could even this game up. Great job to keep battling. He'll be around the rim. Defense has always got to know his whereabouts.
And he's going to get whistled for that foul, G. That was intentional, but not exactly logical.
How about pointless to foul there? I mean, I don't know where his head is, but it's not in the game.
Gary Harris, who's checked in for Orlando. Martin, the pass to Smith. Houston moving it around. Green against Harris. Now the pass to Şengün. Good. Great play by Green to set it up. And the Rockets lead by 2. Harris a screen on Porter. Fultz kicks to Harris. Hits the three-point bomb. Boy, right down to the wire here. Still anyone's ball game.
Yeah, and after all the energy both sides have expended, both teams still hungry for the win.
Porter passes to Şengün. Porter with it. Passes it to Smith. Green up on top. Guarded by Harris. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
Very good from here. Green over 80% from the line.
Let's take a moment here to get your guys' take on scoring so far for the Magic.
Taking 2 shots.
Both free throws good from Green.
In a tight game, he is exactly who you wanted at the line.
No one near Fultz as he lets it go. And it's off from three-point range. Fultz against Porter.
2 minutes remaining in the game. 2 minutes.
Kicks to Martin. On the wing, Green. And he drives in. Another shot. Şengün passes to Green. And it's Green slamming it down.
How about Jalen Green stepping up, showing poise in a big spot?
On the way, Harris. And by Green from outside the arc. Bull can't hit. Rockets leading by 3. Green taking his time here. The kick out to Porter. Back to Green. Over Banchero. Here's Şengün. Outside Porter. Right side Green. With 1 on the clock.
Oh, wow. Goodness, man. There are guys that will take that shot, and there are guys that will make that shot. Green is one of those guys that will make that play.
And here's Harris from the arc. No good. And the Rockets take it the other way. And Green slams it in.
Late in the game, up big, they continue to attack.
If you want to be great, you have to have that killer instinct.
And it's Houston's ball. They're on a 16-5 run. Just 2 seconds between shot clock and game clock. Şengün kicks to Martin. Outside Porter. Pass to Green. Fires the 3. Good, and a nice assist from Porter. And now it's a 10-point Rocket lead.
And credit the whole team. It was a focused, concerted effort to put this one away.
And it felt like they just flipped the switch to go on that run and seal the game. Saving their best basketball for the end. Always smart.
So we see the Rockets taking the win here.
coach looking to turn things around. It's been a cold stretch for both of them lately, Smitty.
They both have been struggling, B.A., and when you're facing a team that's also struggling, you look at a game like this as a chance to snap out of it. If you lose it, it's even bigger drain on your confidence.
Here are the starters for Houston. Porter Jr. and Green are the backcourt set. Smith plays the 4 with Şengün at center, and it's Martin in at the 3. Here's Ivy, Cunningham outside. Outside Bogdanovich. Cunningham outside. The wide open shot is on the money.
Working off the ball, you still have to keep track of Cunningham. He finds ways to score.
Pass to Martin. Takes a 3. Drops in the 3.
Hey, when he's hitting that shot, it really helps the spacing for this team.
Keeps the defense guessing. They don't know who to try to take away.
Now here's Cunningham. Outside Bogdanovich. Now here's Cunningham. He's guarded by Porter. Ooh, plenty of contact on that shot. Officials call the foul, and he'll take 2 free throws now.
Well, the #1 overall pick in 2021, Cade Cunningham, ended up 3rd in the Rookie of the Year voting, but nevertheless had an outstanding first season.
And Cunningham asked to carry a developing Pistons team. Something you'd know about, Grant. Any advice?
Just keep working hard, young man. He is on the right track for sure, B.A. I know he will get it done. He loves the game, and he has embraced the challenge of making this team a winner.
Here's Cunningham. The Rockets getting their last shot to go. First quarter of play with about a minute and a half gone by. Here's Duren. Doesn't go for him. Good D by Şengün. Houston has gone 1 of 2 from three-point land so far. For 3, Smith. And it's Wiseman with the rebound. And here's Detroit. Pass to Cunningham. Here's Ivy, covered by Smith. Cunningham. And again, the Pistons missing.
And even with the miss, that's a high percentage shot for him.
Green, the pass to Martin. Back to Green. Takes it inside, and it's hammered home by Green.
He just rises up and throws it down hard with one hand.
That is such a go-to move for him. He holds nothing back on those. And that one's good. Cunningham.
Aggressive shot from Cunningham inside, getting to that point-blank shot.
And here's Porter outside. Detroit with a rebound. And here in the first, approaching 3 minutes played. Pass to Wiseman. Here's Duren. From 7 feet. And that one's long. Houston in the lead. Here's Green. And the foul is called. He missed it, so he's got a couple of free throws coming his way. That's on James Wiseman. Boy, you look at Jalen Green. All the tools to be a star.
It may take some time. Now, growing up, he was always the most talented, but he is a gym rat and a worker, a grinder. So I bet on him to reach his full potential soon.
Now here's Cunningham. He has 6. Pass to Wiseman. Pulls it from 20. No good, off the front rim.
The defense is right there. Quality contest, and they threw him off his rhythm.
Here's Ivy. Here's Duren. The steal. It's Martin on the wing. Now here's Green, and it goes out of bounds. That one off Green. And first quarter, we're about 3.5 minutes in. Here's Cunningham, and the dunk to finish it off. A beauty.
Powerful jam by Cunningham, letting everyone know he can get physical.
Green against Cunningham. Şengün with it. Well, he hasn't scored yet, but I'm sure that'll change. And for some reason, he decided to foul there.
Yeah, B.A., that's an odd move. Maybe there's something else behind it. I mean, I'm just not sure what he was thinking right there. I mean, he needs to get his head in the game.
And Count it. The shot is good, and he'll go to the line.
Pounding it inside early and often, setting a physical tone. Hey, I got to admit, I like how the Rockets are approaching their rebuild. This summer, drafting Jabari Smith and Tari Eason, two versatile forwards to go with the other young talents. It feels like the picture is starting to come into focus in Houston.
And it's Wiseman with the jam.
That'll be a move to remember. Wow.
Yeah, great creativity in the air. Picked by Smith. Porter with it. Guarded now by Wiseman. And that one drops for him. Porter's got 5 now.
Rock solid screen right there. The defender got completely lost.
Hey, if you're not going to fight over, you're essentially giving the shooter the look he wants.
Bogdanovich on the wing. Here's Duran. No good. And Houston will come the other way.
Duran, first personal foul.
For Houston, they've gone 5 of 8. Solid opening quarter for them. And here is Green. There's 14 seconds left to play in the first quarter. Bearing his second of 3 attempts.
Some guys just understand how to generate points. He's one of them.
Here's Cunningham. From deep, Wiseman. Oh, he got it up in time, but it wouldn't fall for him. And so it's the Houston Rockets closing out the quarter with a 7-point. And thanks again for tuning in. If you're just joining us, we played through 1 quarter of action so far. All right, guys, what do you think so far on the offensive approach for the Rockets?
Establishing a paint presence early in the game, it really helps and pays big dividends down the line because it frees up your perimeter.
Another thing they're doing well early on is passing the ball, spreading it around the floor and feeding guys who are well set up to score.
It's Cunningham and Ivy at the 1 and the 2. James Wiseman is out there with Bojan Bogdanovich. And it's Duran in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. That's the group for Detroit right now. And the Pistons call time here. Here's Porter. Oh, a beautiful reverse layup. Porter's got 7 points in the game.
And they're building up steam, getting out in front and trying not to look back.
They're doing it by building it out, step by step, valuing each possession.
Now here's Wiseman. Duran with the bucket. You know, Grant, sometimes with certain flagrant fouls, you'll hear people say it was a dirty play, but not a dirty player. But when does it become both?
Well, we all understand, B.A., dirty plays aren't good for the game, but sometimes a flagrant foul will happen. A lot of times, though, you have to factor in a pattern of behavior. I really believe players who have a history of being called for a lot of flagrant fouls plays a big role in how it's perceived.
Here's Duran. Outside Bogdanovich. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Pistons will retain possession.
He was all over that pass. That's a cautionary tale.
A little bit late there, but you tried to get into your opponent's head. Forced them to go somewhere else with the ball, and he did that.
2 on the clock. Wiseman. And that one hits the back iron. Wiseman's gone 1 for 4 from the field. Porter in the post. Şengün, no good.
I'm not sure what happened on that play. May have relaxed a little bit once he got to the rim. The Pistons have been in rebuild mode for a while. They've stockpiled a lot of young talent. This is when things should start to come together.
Count the basket. And now a 12-point Houston lead.
Good execution. They're getting some short-range looks here.
And the Pistons call time here.
Here comes the 10 shots, everybody. Who wants one?
For Detroit, they've gotten only 1 of 4 shots to go in. So, Smitty, you think the Pistons are ready to become the bad boys of the league again?
BA, they're not really that kind of team. They're built more around offensive firepower, not the defense and rebounding that was their trademark in the old days.
Down low, Duran. It falls. He's now 2 of 5 from the field.
Sees his man, threads the pass inside. Excellent teamwork.
The Rockets have gotten 3 of 4 field goals in the second quarter. And here's Porter outside. Another 3 from Houston.
And just executing at a high level. I mean, taking what the defense allows and putting in the work.
The reason why they stayed aggressive, and they have not let up this entire night. And at this point, I wouldn't expect them to.
Grabs the board and goes right in for the putback. I love it, BA.
Yeah, wanting to close the gap. Makes sense to get aggressive on the glass here. Not sure why he committed the intentional foul. No purpose.
I think everyone's a little confused, but weird plays happen.
Now, for those joining us now, we're in the second quarter, about 3 minutes gone by. Green against Burks, and it's Green missing. Detroit has gone 0 for 2 from outside in the second quarter. Burks passes to Stewart. Ooh, stolen by Smith. In transition, here they come. An open look for Porter, and he sinks that one, hitting the back of the rim on the way in. Porter's got 15.
And I think that play tells you everything you need to know. They're simply playing at a higher level, getting a steal and turning it into quick points.
Great job executing the offense. That pass on time and on point.
Outside Porter launches it, and the Rockets hit again from deep.
The three-point shot has been his weapon of choice this quarter.
Here's Joseph. He's guarded by Porter. Bogdanovich from long range. And after missing his first 3 shots, he drains it. 1 for 4.
If you're looking to match the 3 points that happen at the other end, give it to Bogdanovich.
Şengün, the screen. And here's Porter outside. Score that basket. His 8th out of 9 shots here today.
He's been so aggressive on offense, and with the results, you understand why.
You know why? Success breeds confidence, and he's certainly been successful from there, time and time again.
Off target from outside. For Detroit, they've gotten over 50% of their shots to go. 5 for 9 in the second. Here's Duran. Rockets with a rebound. Now here's Porter. 21 points in the game. Offensive board. Here's Joseph. He's guarded by Porter. Jacks up a 3. Second shot opportunity. Oh, and he hits it at the buzzer.
Makes his selection just in time. Well done.
And so it's the Houston Rockets going into the break up 12. They're getting quality looks, and that's why they're shooting at such a high clip. Time for a quick break. Then and as we dive into the second half, we'll find out if the next 2 quarters are any different from the first 2. So far, it's been a runaway. Without question, Kevin Porter displaying his skills today.
Can they come up with an answer for him coming out of the half? They have to change something defensively.
I think both sides probably adjusted a few things. The key for him is to bring the same level of energy over these last 2 quarters.
Taking a look at the Rockets. We've got Jason Tate, Washington out there with Josh Christopher. Then it's Boban Marjanovic. Houston has gone 5 of 10 from beyond the 3-point line in this game.
And guys, what I like about the Rockets, they have stockpiled talent. I know they're young, but they focused on getting as many pieces as they can.
So what do you think the most important thing for young teams like the Rockets?
Well, BA, it comes down to playing time. I mean, Houston has done a great job of playing their kids. But let me tell you guys, nothing substitutes for game time in the NBA. Learning by playing. That's what it's all about.
Bagley's checked in for the Pistons. Kate Cunningham comes in for Joseph.
First personal foul. First team foul.
Cunningham outside. Hits the trifecta. Cunningham's got 11.
A strong part of Cunningham's game. He's got great range.
To the paint. Here's Tate. And he's going to the line for two. The officials saw contact, and they've stopped the action here. They're using their coach's challenge to see if they can get this foul overturned.
Shooters for Houston. Tay, Jay-Shine. Tate, 2 shots.
And even with the coach's challenge in place, we've seen so many of these personal foul calls still disputed even after the video review.
The previous play is under
Free area in a lot of these calls. But at least we have the option to take a second look, so the officials can be sure they get it right.
After the review, the ruling on the floor is overturned.
So they see clear evidence of a bad call, and they're going to overturn it. Probably the right decision.
And give credit to the officials for recognizing the mistake and correcting it. Nobody likes to say they got it wrong, but they fixed it in a hurry.
Pass to Marjanovic. To the inside. It's tipped.
Great awareness by Bogdanovic, working hard to come up with the block.
Christopher's shot is good.
And he wastes no time coming out of the break.
Time called here. The Pistons decide to talk it over. For the Pistons, Diallo's checked in for Bogdanovic, and Hayes is subbed in for Cade Cunningham. Detroit shooting 46%, a decent average so far. Diallo outside. First minute and a half of basketball played here in the third quarter. Poke loose. Hayes finds Burks. And here's Diallo. Inside. Here's Bagley. Oh, the big finish by Bagley.
He's just an aggressive finisher there inside.
Hey, when you got bounce like that, you feel like you can take on anybody. Now Washington. Now quiet so far offensively, searching for his first points of the game. Clock at 6. Here's Marjanovic. Stewart defends. Marjanovic can't hit.
He just couldn't finish the job that time, and too bad, because it was a nice look.
Oh, the big finish by Bagley.
I like how Isaiah Stewart found a teammate there. Impressive passing for a big.
To the left wing. Second half of play here with just under 2.5 minutes passed. To the middle. The rebound by Burks. The Pistons trailing. Up top, Stewart. All alone. And there's another one for the Pistons.
Isaiah Stewart works hard on his jumper, trying to be a consistent threat from that area.
To the right side. Pass to Tate. For 3. The shot won't fall. The Pistons have gotten 4 of their first 5 shots to go since the break. Now Bagley. Now here's Diallo. Stewart finds Diallo. Outside Bagley. And the ball out of play. The Rockets will have it.
This is what we talk about, value in each possession, avoiding those kinds of mistakes.
Wiseman, he's checked in for Stewart. Houston has gone 6 for 12 from deep so far in this game.
And in Jaden Ivey and Jalen Duren, the Pistons taking arguably the 2 best athletes in the 22 draft. The youth movement is on, and Detroit is definitely fun to watch. Can you say immediate entry into the highlight reel? Ooh, what a tough BA.
It's showtime now, man. They've built up a lead, and they're starting to rub it in. Pass to Hayes. Hey, expanding his range. Another 3 for Detroit.
No hesitation off the catch. Killian Hayes looking assertive, taking these kinds of shots.
Outside Porter. Back to Martin. Right side Porter. Wide open. Offensive rebound. And here's Şengün. Fires the three. Knocks down the triple. Şengün's got 5 now.
He's an asset in helping space the floor. He has tremendous touch from range.
On the wing, Burks to the paint. Here's Diallo. He's off on the layup. Houston has gone 7 of 13 from downtown so far in this game. It's a 4-second differential between the shot clock and game clock. The shot's good. And it's an 11-point Houston lead.
Like a matador. Olé! There was no defense. That has to be one of the easier shots I've seen tonight.
And this is what happens when you start to break your opponent's spirit. The resistance is no longer there.
And here we go. The Rockets in transition. Fires at the elbow. Porter. Oh, he hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points. And the Rockets lead by 13. And so it's Houston in a good situation, up by 13 points to close the quarter. All right, let's take a look at our assist of the game presented by State Farm.
You talk about painting a magnificent picture with that, Don. Just a great decision and a perfect delivery.
Execution. This is what you practice every day. These guys are professionals. Beautiful play.
And we reach the fourth quarter in a game that may already be out of hand. It's Cunningham and Ivy at the 1 and the 2. Isaiah Stewart out there with Duren. And it's Bogdanovich in at small forward. That's the 5 on the floor for the Pistons.
There's the physicality Cunningham brings to the floor.
Well, Houston's shooting has been excellent so far, around 56%. To the inside. And here's Porter outside. Another 3 from Houston.
And he's not taking it easy on them at all. I mean, we all know he's going to keep pouring it on.
I mean, defensively, if you have any hope of coming back in this game, you can't afford to give him those looks.
Stewart with it. Wide open look. Here's Duren. Lays it up and banks it in.
Hustle points count just like any others. That's a great play.
And at this point, they're loving this big lead.
Absolutely. And they haven't really faced a lot of resistance.
Pass to Şengün. The 3 is up. The shot comes out. And Detroit will go the other way with it. Bogdanovich with it from deep. The putback. Rebounded by Green. For Houston, they've gone 2 of 3 to open the fourth quarter. And here's Porter outside. Detroit with a rebound. Duren's got 8 rebounds in the game. It's down. His 7th make in 13 attempts today.
He's doing what he can do to pull them closer, but it's not enough. He needs more help.
Pass to Porter. 2 minutes gone by here in the fourth. Here's Şengün. Back to Porter. So it'll be 2 free throws. He was fouled in the act of shooting. Let's look at the energy stats, how the hustle game has been going for the Rockets.
Their defense, it's their defense. It has been downright incredible so far, being disruptive and coming up with steals left and right.
They've also been showing us standout play on the fast break, working as a team to create easy opportunities.
Pass to Bogdanovich. Gets the 3 ball to go.
We know Bogdanovich likes this shot. He seems very sure of himself shooting from the corner.
Here's Duren. Kicks it out to Cunningham. And there's a 3-second violation.
It's so easy to get frustrated when you make mistakes, but you have to keep battling.
It's just one trip down the court, but you have to have short memory in this league or you won't last long.
Şengün passes to Smith. On the wing, Porter. Oh, deflected. Out to the right wing. Pass to Ivy. And there's another one for the Pistons.
He has to show real leadership out there and take this game into his own hands because he's shooting the ball well.
Smith inside. Stewart defends.
Oh, nice feed. On time and on target.
Cunningham passes to Stewart. Lets it go. It's rebounded by Houston. At one point, they led by 16. And they go to the intentional foul.
Second personal foul. 2 seconds.
A look at the clock. A little under 3.5 minutes gone by in the fourth. Outside Porter. Smith left side. 4 on the clock. Here's Green. Boom! He jams it straight down.
He's shaking the hoop. He's actually shaking the whole building.
Oh, what a slam. Look here, the fans going crazy right now. Back to Cunningham. Porter with the steal. And now they decide to foul intentionally. And he makes a first. Well, the Pistons front office has said they want to have quality character veterans to help balance their roster, Smitty.
What they're doing, BA, they're building an identity. You need those veteran players to teach the young guys what it takes to be a pro.
And they were really able to find the mismatches they wanted and exploit those all night. Great execution from the players and coaching staff for the Rockets.
Seemed like the sheer volume of three-pointers today was the deciding factor.
And they'd hit one and then just dial it up again. And it worked.
Textbook play by Cade Cunningham. He knows better to mess up that open look.
Outside Porter. There's 38 seconds left in the fourth quarter. 5 on the clock. Again, Houston.
Leaving nothing to chance. This run shutting the door on them.
Not messing around at all. They were focused, relentless, and they got the job done.
Bogdanovich, that's good.
They're on a little run right now, but I'm wondering, where was this energy earlier?
Well, the question becomes, are they playing that much better now, or has their opponent taken the rest of the night off?
And here is Green. And so it's the Rockets taking care of business in this one. It ends up being a fairly easy...
for tuning in to the NBA. And on the floor tonight, a collection of some of the league's brightest young players.
And make no mistake about it, these guys are a work in progress, but the talent is undeniable. Can't wait to see who becomes the alpha dog in this group.
Now the starting group for Orlando. Cole is out there with Banchero. Then it's Gary Harris. Then it's Wendell Carter. And it's Fultz in at the point guard position. Lock at 6. The second chance effort. Here's Bol. Count the bucket coming off a perfectly placed assist.
Yeah, inside, Bol does a great job just making subtle adjustments and utilizing that length.
And he comes up with the deuce.
Yeah, there's no quitting this guy. He just gives you great effort, and he continues to give you great production.
Fultz kicks to Harris. A 3-ball. Bangs home the trifecta.
Well, Markelle Fultz continues to develop his floor awareness. Passes like that will create all kinds of chemistry.
Pass to Bogdanovich. Over to the wing. Pass to Stewart. Pulls up. Busts the J after the cagey pass fake. Here are the Magic now. And Greg, beyond the lottery picks, this Pistons team has a lot of young players looking to make a name for themselves.
Second-round picks are guys let go by their first team. There's an underdog quality to the roster. Guys hungry to prove they belong.
It's his first trip to the line.
And he was dialed in at the line a season ago, 87% from the line. And how about the career Gary Harris has had up to this point?
What you love about Gary Harris is he's going to do whatever his coaching staff asks him to do. He can make a three-point shot with great consistency. He's willing to share the basketball. He can make clutch free throws late. There was a time in his career where he was a real force on the defensive end.
And finished off by Banchero.
Well, this guy knows it's his role to get his guys going. Fultz doing a nice job moving the ball.
Cunningham against Carter. And Duran slams it in.
And how sweet a play was that?
As sweet as it gets. An exquisite pass to set up the powerful alley-oop dunk. Now here is Harris. 5 points in the game. And the dunk by Bol.
That's just too easy for Bol. Once he gets the right position, his focus there is on the finish.
Cunningham kicks to Bogdanovich. And it goes out of bounds. Last touch by Stewart.
That's a perfect example of why good hands are important in basketball. It just misread that pass completely.
If you're just tuning in, we played about 2.5 minutes here in the first. Fultz the pass to Bol. Harris looking it over. It's hauled in by Stewart.
And I'm not sure that is a shot that he should be taking.
Well, it's hard to imagine that the play was designed to go in that direction. Boy, I'd be surprised if we see that again.
Detroit getting another chance here. Goes back up. Duran, no good. Orlando's gone 1 or 2 from long range in the first quarter. Fultz, no good. The Pistons trail. Cunningham on the wing. Carter against Stewart. To the middle. Duran. It's blocked. Now here's Fultz. Tight defense on him. First quarter of play and just over 3.5 minutes in. They grab their own miss. Bol dishes to Banchero. With the second effort. For 3, Harris. Here's Carter, and then Carter with the jam.
Boy, that's a big-time effort play by Wendell Carter Jr. This guy gives you everything he's got.
They need a bucket in a big way here to regain some confidence.
Cunningham passes to Bogdanovich. The shot by Stewart with no one around. That ball. Nice feed that time from Bogdanovich.
Listen, this guy is not the most dangerous threat from there, but you have got to honor the shooting a little bit.
And stolen by Ivy. And here we go. Fast break. Cunningham's got it. Here's Duran. And trying for the go-ahead basket, it doesn't go in. The Magic have gone just a shade under 50% from the field. 5 of 11. Here's Carter. Fultz looking around to the inside. Here's Bull. He made that one. Basket number 3 for him. He's also missed 2.
Well, you can see Markelle Fultz starting to get comfortable, understanding how to thread the pass through the defense.
Cunningham inside. Guarded by Fultz. Cunningham gets the bucket.
And a nice job here early of establishing an inside presence.
Here's Fultz. Here's Bull. Good on the shot. Bull's got 8 points.
And you see defenses trying to be physical with Bull. That time, contact on the shot had no effect.
And so, lots of scoring in that competitive first quarter. Magic lead by 3. In the second. And it's been a pretty even game here after 1 quarter of play. And some stats here, guys. The scoring breakdown for the Magic.
And, guys, I love the movement. Doing a great job of just getting the ball on a string, creating some opportunities.
I think the other thing they've done a great job of is making their presence felt inside, converting tons of paint opportunities.
And so in the game for the Magic, Markelle Fultz out there with Harris. Then there's Bull. Then there's Banchero. And it's Carter in at the 5 down low. Here's Harris. Passes it to Fultz. Shoots the 3. Orlando gets it back. Carter for the 3. And there's Fultz on the assist by Carter. Fultz has got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3. Pistons trail by 6. And Wendell Carter Jr., Greg, one of the better rebounders in the NBA.
And, Kevin, his numbers kind of sneak up on you. I mean, great job of clearing the glass and getting the break started. Still underrated as a rebounder, but is making a name for himself.
Bogdanovich looking around. And the pass to Stewart. Oh, that's blocked.
And that massive wingspan coming into play there. Ball uses it to perfection to block shots.
Orlando moving the ball around. Bull setting the pick for Banchero. Trying to go for an alley-oop, but excellent defense and anticipation there to stop it. Here's Stewart. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. Well, we know the NBA has worked to get rid of the hard foul doors, and the league has done a great job of doing that. What has contributed, though, to that line of thinking?
Well, I think any play can be reviewed, Kevin, and that's a good thing because if it's a non-basketball play, then you open yourself up to a flagrant 2. The punishment is significant enough to discourage the action. I love the rule changes as it relates to this particular infraction.
There's a good screen. Here's Cunningham. Fouled on the shot and picks up 2 points, so 1 free throw coming up.
Just a special offensive talent. We don't see guys like Cunningham come through the league that often.
Marvin Bagley's checked in for the Pistons. And for Orlando, it's been a tough decade. We would agree on that. And Greg, they've only won 2 playoff games since 2012.
Well, they've only made the playoffs twice in that span as well. So they've got a lot of draft picks lined up in the next few years, and they need to make good on those high picks.
And he'll be shooting his first free throw of the game here.
And I like what he did at the line a season ago. How about 81%?
Well, guys, certainly Markelle Fultz had a rocky start with his first organization, but the change of scenery has helped him immensely, and I think he's proven, while still finding his footing, that there is a place for him at this level.
Here's Durant. That's in, coming off the assist from Cunningham.
That's just good fundamentals from Cunningham. When a guy is that open, you got to get it to him.
Fultz kicks to Banchero. And it's blocked. They recover it. Carter, the pass to Banchero. And Harris wide open. He shoots from outside off the mark.
You will not see this guy miss many of those. He's one of the keys to their floor spacing.
Outside for Bagley. Back to Stewart. Pass to Duran. Plays it up and banks it in. Now just a 3-point Magic lead.
And those are the kind of nice inside looks they've gotten here in the first half.
Here's Fultz. .141 left to play in the first half. Carter. No good that time. And it's Detroit the other way. And here's Bogdanovich for three. The second effort. Shot's good by Duran. Duran's got 6 points in the quarter.
Second chance points always hurt. Just not enough effort to block out.
No doubt those extra possessions can really add up against you when you do not take care of the defensive glass.
Fultz kicks to Harris. The three doesn't get it to drop for him.
No idea why he's attempting so many outside shots. It's not his day, and he needs to either look to drive or get it to an open teammate.
And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Paolo Banchero. That's foul number 2 for him. And that kind of stifling effort on defense needs another look.
And guys, that is lockdown defense at its finest. Going right at the shot and then able to knock it away.
Duran the pass to Stewart. Knocks it loose. It's stolen by Harris.
And really, that's why you don't want to go up into the air without a plan. Had no option of what to do with the ball.
Well, we didn't see the same kind of control we're used to seeing from him. This guy is usually a tremendous finisher.
To the paint. Stolen by Carter. 5-second differential between the shot clock and the game clock. Here's Banchero. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. Orlando shooting their 4th and 5th shots at the foul line in the game.
And last season, as a team, they knocked down 79% of their free throws, so those are numbers you'll be happy with.
And Orlando making a change here. Mo Wagner's checked in for Wendell Carter. Franz Wagner comes in for Bull. Subs, he's checked in for Harris. And Anthony subbed in for Markelle Fultz. Banchero passes to Wagner. Here's Anthony. With 2 seconds left. Oh!
Goodness. Man, my goodness, the momentum of the drive, the airtime on the finish. Cole Anthony, that is too...
All right, David, thank you.
Your Pistons, 24. The Magic, 28.
And if you're just joining us, we've played through the first half in a game that's been fairly even so far. Gotta like what Isaiah Stewart has done in this one, guys.
You just love the patience in that first half. Waited until he got the look he wanted.
You know, as a coach, you can preach good shot selection, but it's up to the players to execute, and this guy has done just that.
They've got Ivy. James Wiseman's out there with Marvin Bagley. Then there's Hayes and Diallo in at the small forward. They're the group for Dwayne Casey starting the second half.
And how about the strength on display there? Even when you whack Bagley, he's outstanding at fighting through it.
And Anthony's got the ball here for the Magic. It's a 1-point game. And with all the youth of this Magic team, you feel like, Doris, they are on the verge of something big.
For their fan base, Kevin, you certainly hope so. What you're really looking for is maybe the breakthrough that the Cleveland Cavaliers had last year. A textbook job of rebuilding with youth and quality trades. You have to stay patient and understand this is a process.
5 to shoot. Nice move. Back to Diallo. Second chance shot. And it's blocked.
Get that out of here, Jalen Suggs. Send it back, young sir.
And we have to take another glance at that powerful rejection.
And this is why coaches stress the importance of defense. Big block there in this close game.
Pass to Ivy. Isaac with the steal. Here in this third quarter, just over a minute play. Outside Anthony. Drives to the hoop. And it's Anthony with the jam.
Boy, you can see the speed by Cole Anthony on display. He can mix speeds. He can come right at you. That's a nice-looking drive.
Diallo, and the call on the shot that sends him to the line. It's on Cole Anthony.
And you know what? You allow a guy to get right to the rim like that, that's your only option.
And the Pistons decide to take their first timeout right here.
One more time. That was your Pistons man.
It's the second from the line.
And when you look at the complete game of the Detroit Pistons, there are struggles on both ends of the floor, which I'm sure can feel discouraging at times. You're not sure what that was about. I mean, talk about a brain cramp.
And the Pistons making a change here. Livers is jacked in. Anthony can't hit. Pistons trail by 4. Jacks up a 3. And the basket by Livers. Livers has got himself going there. His first points of the game on the deep ball. And looking at the Pistons' recent performance, Greg, which end would you want to see improve first?
Kevin, I'd have to say defense. More stops means more chances in the open floor, and it would help them keep games competitive. And folks, he did not luck into that one. He knew just where he wanted to be to grab that backboard.
Wiseman, the pass delivers. Second shot opportunity, and it's sent back by Isaac.
Isaac using every bit of that 6'10" frame to send it back.
Magic leading by 3. And that's an intentional foul.
First personal foul. Team second.
Not quite 2.5 minutes played here in the second half. Anthony right side. And finished off by Wagner.
You love it when a point guard is eager to reward open men, and Cole Anthony delivering the ball on time and on target.
Screen by Diallo. Ivy kicks to Diallo. Driving in. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. For Detroit, they have gone 4 of 6 so far from the line, missing a couple.
And at the line last season, about 78% as a team. Pretty solid numbers.
Orlando, they've gone 4 of 6 from the field since the start of the third. Anthony, the pass to Wagner. Suggs with the ball. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
You cannot be overzealous when you're trying to guard Jalen Suggs. He's so crafty, so good at drawing fouls.
And that one goes in. 2 from the line that time. Second half of play, and we're 3 minutes into the third here. Hayes the pass to Wiseman. And finished off by Wiseman.
Oh, that's a big man move by Wiseman. Roughing up the V with that emphatic finish.
Outside Anthony. 3-pointer. The Magic again can't hit. Pistons trail by 4. And the foul is called. He intentionally grabbed him there for some reason. I don't know.
Kevin, all I can think of is that he's trying to slow the game down a little bit. Right. That's a stretch, though. Definitely a strange move on his part.
So a new group on the floor for Orlando.
And think about this, guys. Wendell Carter Jr. has really flourished into an important and efficient two-way big man. We know defensively he can hold things down. And offensively, he can take it down low. We know he can face up and make shots.
Fultz the pass to Bull. Kicks it to Carter. He gets it in there. Carter's got the lead up to 7 now for the Magic.
And at 7'2", Bull has incredible vision, including noticing when his teammates are open.
Bogdanovich wide open. That's in, coming off the assist from Cunningham. Cunningham's got his 4th assist in this one. And for Wendell Carter Jr., you know, Doris, he is still in the very early stages of his career, obviously.
That's the exciting thing to me, Kevin, is that as good as he is right now, there's tremendous room for growth. Combine his physical tools with the diverse skill set, Wendell Carter should be a staple at the center position for a long time.
Just the kind of play they need in a game this close.
You know, that's the kind of aggression they want from their floor leader.
Boy, and not just the aggression, the ability to get to the rim, but how about the finish with intention?
And he can do a lot more damage to the rim than that when he wants to.
Oh, you're right. And with the lead they're enjoying, I'm surprised he didn't put a little something extra on that one. 5-second differential between the shot clock and the game clock. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
Yeah, how about the body control on that one? Narrowly misses getting the deuce.
These are his 3rd and 4th free throw attempts of the game. Bagley, he's checked in for Ivy. Pistons trail by 8. Here's Cunningham. He's got 9. Duran, the pass to Bogdanovich. And another 3 for Detroit.
And they have been relentless from deep. And you see the defense trying to react, but to no avail.
Well, that's the whole point, isn't it? If you space the floor well enough, it's almost impossible for the defense to account for everyone.
And here's Harris from the arc.
I love how Bogdanovich gets up and tries to annoy shooters, doing all he can to alter the shot.
And a great show through 3 quarters as we enter the 4th. Who will carry the day? Orlando out in front. And while we can now, let's take a look at today's State Farm assist of the game.
And the winner today, the big fella here with the sweetest of dimes. What a plus it is to have a post player who's got this ability to find.
Well, we have some elite passing big men in the NBA, and you love that skill. Wow.
Well, what a terrific game it's been so far, with this 4th quarter sure to bring more pressure-packed basketball. So on the floor for Orlando, Wendell Carter is out there at Bull. Then there's Banchero. Then it's Gary Harris, and it's Fultz in at the point guard. Here's Bogdanovich, and Bogdanovich throws it down.
Well, that's about hustle and effort from Bogdanovich. To go after the rebound with that kind of intention is exactly what you hope for as a coach.
And it's Isaiah Stewart with the foul. That's his 4th foul of the contest. Down low, here's Bull, and it's blocked. It's tipped. Bagley in the post. Bogdanovich with it, picked up by Harris. Now, here's Stewart, guarded closer. The kick out to Cunningham. Shot clock at 3. And the officials calling for a 3-second violation.
Boy, not on the same page there. And in a possession ball game, that's a big mistake.
Magic leading by 3. Now here's Fultz. And Carter with the basket on the assist from Fultz.
Just terrific offense right there. Carter Jr. almost automatic from that spot.
Outside, Bagley. Pass to Stewart. Bogdanovich inside. Harris is there. And the foul called on Bojan Bogdanovich. That's his first foul.
Oh, great defense there. Anticipated the play and got there first.
Harris, a screen on Cunningham. Fires for 3. Rebound by the Pistons. And here we go. Fast break. Cunningham's got it. Kicks it out to Bogdanovich. We're about 2 minutes into the 4th quarter in this one. It's stolen by Fultz. Here's Banchero. Bagley with the block.
And a skilled shot blocker to boot. Love how Bagley uses that height and reach to stifle shooters.
Now a timeout called by Detroit. And now the latest from our reporter, David Aldridge.
Hey, Kevin. Well, Dwayne Casey just going over the game plan with his team down the stretch. He said if we're going to pull this out, we have to do it as a team. We have to rely on one another, trust one another, and help one another. Let's go get this. Kevin, back to you.
Thank you, David. And the foul called on Bojan Bogdanovic. That'll be his second foul of the game.
Second personal foul. Team second.
Just under 2.5 minutes gone here in the final quarter. Fultz kicks to Harris. Back to Fultz. In the corner, Bull with it. Takes the three. The basket good off the assist from Fultz. And now a 10-point Orlando lead.
And guys, this is kind of Bull's role. He's out there to score, and he does it in a variety of ways. And an eye for an eye. Both teams working to stretch the floor.
Well, that three-point shot just gives you so much room to operate on the offensive end.
And then Carter with the dunk.
Wendell Carter Jr. going to the cup. Look out, folks. Here he comes.
Bogdanovic dishes to Bagley. There's the triple. Another three for Detroit.
Such a boost to this offense when this guy can knock down uncontested threes.
Here's Harris. And that'll be 2 free throws coming. And so the coach's challenge here comes into play. The coach protesting the personal foul call.
And this is the time now where the officials can review
The previous play is under the review.
the original personal foul. Getting a different angle can sometimes make it a lot easier to determine.
Indeed, and the one thing with replay review is that when you see the slow motion replays,
The ruling on the floor is confirmed.
and how fast the action really is and how hard it can be sometimes, you know, Greg, to make the right call. And so the word is in. They've decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, you know, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to reviewing it. The double checking, and the game continues on.
First free throw is good, and that makes it a 7-point lead.
What you love about Gary Harris is he builds his reputation on the defensive end, then slowly constructs an offensive game that made him a dangerous scorer. If this guy's healthy, he can be a big-time part of a big-time winning team. That almost looked like bad communication. You hate to see that kind of mistake.
Well, if you're just tuning in, welcome. We've got about 3.5 minutes gone here in the fourth quarter. Back to Fultz. Some nice ball movement by the Magic. And it's Banchero missing. Detroit's gotten a positive outcome on 7 of their 14 three-pointers in this game. Not bad at all. During the pass to Stewart. From past the arc. They get the rebound. Here's the three. Traps in the tray.
That's a huge three-pointer. He'd love to become a go-to guy for them here in crunch time.
Yeah, when he gets going, he adds another dimension to their offense that can make a huge difference when the game's on the line.
And some stats here, guys. The scoring breakdown for Orlando.
And, guys, how about the unselfishness and all about working that ball around, shifting the defense, and just seeking out the best shot.
And the other thing, guys, that they've been very effective at is shooting the long-range jumpers. The defense has been having trouble closing out to them in this game in particular.
And that's about the worst defense I can imagine a team playing coming down the stretch.
You know, we talked about execution offensively coming down the stretch. To me, it's as important defensively, and they didn't have it.
The drive by Bagley. Cunningham outside. There's the pass to Stewart. Kicks it out to Bogdanovic. Second chance shot. It's good. What a beautiful shot to bring him to within 3.
Well, you love the persistence on the offensive glass. All about effort right now.
Guys, they're not going to be in any rush on this possession.
Not with the lead. Now's the time to burn some clock.
6-second difference between shot and game clock. Just 5 on the clock. Inside.
Relentless in their approach, even with the game firmly in hand.
This is a textbook example of playing the possession and not the score. This team is doing a great job continuing to execute.
Bogdanovich is simply cold-blooded, astonishing scorer when the game is hanging in the balance.
And so the big win by Orlando in a tight game. This win such a tremendous emotional boost for him.
these teams have assembled some promising young talent, Clark, really setting themselves up for the future.
Always fun to watch these young stars go at it against one another and see how they develop over time. I'm looking forward to watching their journey.
And the starting lineup for the Magic. Harris at the 2 with Wagner playing the 3. Banchero and Carter Jr. are down low. And it's Fultz in at the point guard position. Now here's Smith. Back to Porter. Pulls it from the top of the key. Here's Şengün, and he goes in for the dunk.
Fantastic job moving the ball there by Porter Jr., understanding exactly what was available when his teammates were open.
Porter against Fultz. Here's Wagner, outside for Fultz. Harris on the wing. Can't hit the turnaround jumper. Şengün in the post. And he was fouled while in the act of shooting, so he'll take 2 free throws.
First personal foul.
Clark, as with most young teams, the Magic struggle with consistency.
Look, BA, that's just how the NBA can be for young teams. I mean, it's a hard league, a really hard league. It's tough. Everybody's good. But there are some benefits to going through the growing pains of being young. You learn on the fly. And there's no better teacher than experience, which comes from reps and time on the floor together. And ultimately, you hope it pays dividends going forward.
Boy, with that athletic, muscular frame, Gary Harris able to battle through contact there.
Lets it fly. It's Martin on the wing, defended by Wagner. Martin takes it in.
Come on now, guys. That's flat out insane.
Hey, when's the last time you saw a jam like that?
And guys, it's going to be a long time before we see another one just like that.
Fultz against Porter. Let's go with a 3. Fultz can't get it to go. Down low. And it's flushed down. A nice jam.
The ball distribution was there. I mean, outstanding work all the way around.
Fultz with it. Guarded by Smith. Outside Carter. Pass to Harris. From behind the arc. Not going to go that time. And it's Houston the other way. Seems like this offense is being executed the way it was designed.
Yeah, I'm sure Coach couldn't be happier with the results.
Now here's Şengün. Here's Smith. He's in his comfort zone. 2 for 2 to start this one.
Starting to find his rhythm. He's cooking, and he knows it.
And you know what? They're going to keep using him. I mean, he'll be the centerpiece of their offense today. You can bank on that.
Wagner against Martin. Wagner, the pass to Fultz. And we're going to have a jump ball.
The jump ball.
And here are the Rockets now. Here's Green. And it's hammered home by Green.
One of Green's primary attributes, speed. And when he combines that speed with staying under control, that's a problem.
Now here's Harris. And the officials call the over the back. A little too aggressive there.
The way he was going over and through the man in front of him, he should have known the whistle was coming.
Yeah, you know, that was out of his reach anyway, so I don't even know why he made that effort. No need to commit the foul there.
Pass to Martin. Now here's Green. 6 on the shot clock. Back to Martin. Puts it up from 12. And it's Houston scoring again.
They've shown so much energy right from the start, particularly on the offensive end.
Tell you what, forget about easing into the game. They came out with guns blazing.
Hey, kept it simple. No reason to get fancy right now, B.A.
Yeah, he's just looking to find shots and produce for his team.
Hey, I thought there was some style there, guys. What are you guys looking at? I mean, it was still a pretty sweet, flavorful one-hand flush.
Well, that was clearly a foul.
Yeah, he took a shot there, earned those free throws.
And both free throws good for Green.
Looking for a one-word descriptor for Jalen Green? The best one I come up with is exciting. The way he runs the floor and gives every play his all. This guy's just fun to watch.
Oh, yeah. That'll do it.
Wow, an emphatic two-handed slam.
I tell you what, if he's got a few more of those in him, this lead will really start shrinking.
Here's Green. And it's Orlando with a rebound. Harris right side. And it's slammed in by Carter.
Boy, nice work by Harris that time. He's trying to find the best shot for his team, not necessarily for himself there.
Harris against Green. Smith with a screen on Harris. Smith outside. Fires the three. And Fultz pulls it down. Orlando has gone 0 for 2 from outside. 6 seconds separating the shot and game clock.
Boy, moving the ball with purpose there. Fultz has tremendous offensive potential, and we're seeing him put it all together now.
And here's Porter outside. The putback. Great positioning on the putback. Şengün's got 6.
Excellent awareness of where to be on the offensive boards. He did it with great position.
Outside Fultz. Pass to Banchero. Ooh, excellent D there from Smith. Well, we've seen some great shots in the first quarter. No shortage of offense. Hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. Halfway through the first half in this one. And a moment now to quickly take a look at the offensive approach for the Rockets.
Ever since this game started, they've been attacking on the inside, looking for ways to bust up the defense and get high percentage looks.
I would like to highlight, too, guys, the excellent passing they've done early on. I mean, they've done a really good job putting the ball into the hands of guys ready to shoot it.
All right, this is how the floor looks for the Magic starting the second. Banchero and Carter Jr. are down low. Harris at the 2 with Wagner playing the 3. And it's Fultz in at the point. Smith left side. Wagner against Martin. He can't get it to go. And Orlando will come the other way. Well, Clark, last year's Rockets team, very young, but man, they love to run.
They sure do, B.A. Second in the league in pace, aggressive offensively. Houston led the league in free throw attempts. But you know what? Even those numbers could not overcome being tops in points allowed. Gave up over 118 per game. That won't get it done.
Houston in the lead. To the inside. Oh, stolen by Fultz. Wagner with it. Martin picks him up. And the powerful one-handed slam.
Great to see a young guy play that kind of cerebral game. Wagner sees a shooter and gets him set up nicely.
And it's big time right there.
Wow, that type of finish is just deflating right now for a team that's trying to make a comeback.
Ouch. That's certainly a big-time finish right there. It was one big exclamation point, or maybe even a question mark.
And guys, I know there are a lot of questions right now defensively for this team. There's no doubt about that.
Not the tallest center in the league. He more than makes up for it with those crazy hops.
Wagner for 3. It's rebounded by Houston. Martin up top. To the middle. Here's Şengün. And that comes off the assist by Green. Şengün's got 8 points.
Nice to see such unselfish play from Green, putting the team ahead of himself.
Harris passes to Fultz. And a missed layup.
Oh, gritty defense, protecting the rim at all costs against a guy who has all sorts of ways to finish.
Martin misses.
Well, you know, this is what happens. You can't afford to lose concentration even for a nanosecond.
Here's Carter. Oh, and there's the whistle on the shot. So 2 free throws for him coming up.
After getting moved from Chicago in 2021, Wendell Carter Jr. came to the Magic with a bit of a chip on his shoulder, something to prove, an added edge, and I think that has served him well in his development.
And with Carter Jr., he showed tremendous growth in the 2021-22 season.
Yeah, he sure did, B.A. He saw increased efficiency across the board. I mean, it really was around the rim, though, where he made his greatest strides. Showed improved low-post scoring, improved low-post moves, and defensively, he was an anchor for Orlando.
The Rockets have gone 4 for 6 here in the second. Martin. Oh, there's a killer two-hand slam.
Oh, nothing soft about that.
Was not going to be denied. Just took the dunk that was right in front of him.
Well, you know, if nobody's going to put a body on him, then that's going to be the result.
Porter against Harris. Smith with a screen on Harris. Outside Porter. From outside, off the mark. For Orlando, they've gotten 5 of 8 attempts to drop since the second began. Blocked! And so it looks like the Magic will retain possession here. Just a superb read on defense to come up with a block.
An emphatic rejection that was. Boy, you got to appreciate that kind of forceful, in-your-face defense.
1:05 left in the second quarter. Fultz against Porter. For 3, here's Harris.
Well, it's Green's effort that makes him effective as a defender in addition to his athleticism, but usually he just simply outworks folks.
Shot clock at 6. Harris finds Carter. And it's slammed in by Carter.
And he brings this game a little closer using a huge one-hand slam.
That's a great way to get your team back into it.
That might indeed ignite a spark in this team.
Fultz against Porter. Inside, here's Şengün. And he takes the fantastic lead pass up strong for the slam.
There is no doubt what's going to happen once he reaches the rim.
Wagner outside. Fultz against Porter. To the paint. Here's Banchero. Off target at the rim. Green for 3. And that's not gonna go.
Really got to respect.
And so it's Houston finishing the quarter with an 8-point lead. Their key to consistency has been their dominance in the paint. They've been the more physical team. More NBA. Well, for those just tuning in, thanks for being with us. Second half of this game still to play. One of the stories here, Alperen Şengün getting it done today.
You just love his patience offensively in the first half. Waited until he got the looks he wanted.
Well, you know what, guys? It was all about efficient offense, not rushing things, taking your time, finding the best shot on every possession.
We've got Jason Tate. Josh Christopher is out there with Washington. Then it's Boban Marjanovic. So that's who's on the floor for the Rockets.
Woo! Defensively, you can't afford to let him get to the rim that easily.
Well, that might be why their deficit is what it is right now.
You know, you look at it, the communication is lacking, as is the trust. They can ill afford those types of breakdowns. It won't work. You can't win with those kind of breakdowns. For Orlando, the 2021 trade deadline marked a turn to a new direction. I mean, the Magic trading away Aaron Gordon, Evan Fournier, and Nikola Vucevic indicated they were clearly going another way.
Down low. Here's Wagner, and there's the slam dunk to finish it off.
And what an aggressive move to the rim. He's really trying to fire up his teammates right now.
Boy, it's not hard to feel inspired after a teammate makes that kind of finish.
You know, when you're looking to close the gap, you need guys who will take it upon themselves to step up, take the initiative, and make something happen.
Well, with those 2021 Magic deals, what do you think of hitting the reset button, Clark?
You know, B.A., I like it. I think it was time. That group had not quite made the progress that was expected. And at some point, you've got to determine whether you're better off changing course or going with the status quo. So I like the moves they made. A youth movement in Orlando shows promise going forward.
Pass to Marjanovic. Shoots over Isaac. Goes back up. No good that time. So Orlando will take it the other way. Inside, here's Bowl. Uses the glass to finish the layup.
He knew exactly where his man was going to be. Outstanding lead pass.
Washington against Anthony. Outside Tate. Back to Washington. And the shot counts. He's fouled, and it's a chance for a three-point play. The officials have been a little stingier with the whistle recently. Clark, you think fewer fouls called is good for the game?
I like to see the game played with a certain amount of flow. So you got to give some latitude to the physicality, and I am in favor of fewer fouls being called. The officials do a good job, I think, of judging advantage, disadvantage, and it's much more appealing to the fans when the game flows more fluid. An absolute bully in the lane. Nothing the smaller defender could do there.
Just over 2.5 minutes gone by in the second half. Here's Washington. Rebound by the Magic. Here's Suggs. Wagner on the wing. Lots of room. And Orlando again with the bucket.
Boy, good vision that time from Suggs on this play. Finding the most ready shooter and fed him nicely.
Here's Christopher. He's got 5. Here's Marjanovic. And so he draws the foul, headed to the line to shoot a pair. That's on Mo Wagner.
Absolutely beloved by his teammates. Boban Marjanovic is such a positive locker room presence. I mean, his kindness, his affability and joy are really contagious and do wonders for a team environment.
To the middle. Here's Wagner. Tried to bank it in, but it misses. For Houston, they've gotten 5 of 8 shots to go in the third. Pass to Marjanovic. It's rebounded by Wagner. And for Marjanovic, the 7'4" center makes the most of his playing opportunities.
He sure does, B8, and he doesn't get much playing time. And for you analytics guys out there, he's got one of the best offensive ratings of all time. Love the effort. Absolutely love it. Keeping the play alive with his activity.
Marjanovic can't hit. Orlando has gone 1 of 2 shooting from the perimeter since halftime. Count that bucket. And it's now only a 5-point Houston lead.
Tell you what, I love when Suggs attacks the defense like this because he's so hard to guard when he's aggressively looking to get to the rim.
Outside Tate. To the inside. Tipped.
Rockets foul.
And the Rockets going with a whole new group out there.
Substitution on the court.
The Magic have gotten 7 of their 9 shots to fall. Quality shooting in the second half. Pass to Banchero. Shot is up. He hits the back iron and sinks it. Banchero's got 12 points in the game.
They're making smart adjustments, setting guys up for success.
It's certainly been an impressive run. They finally found the right formula to break down the defense. You rarely see him missing dunks, but the defender was right in his face on that one, and it threw him off just enough.
Wagner against Martin. Picked by Carter. Wagner, the pass to Carter. Wagner outside. This for the tie! No luck on that one. And the game's still closely contested as we end the third quarter. Rockets ahead. They lead by 3. And don't go away. We'll be back in a few moments. It'll be the... And now we have a moment to reveal our State Farm assist of the game.
Talk about painting a magnificent picture with that dime. Just a great decision and a perfect delivery.
And they'd love to see every possession end this way. True team basketball.
Well, what a terrific game it's been so far. With this fourth quarter sure to bring more pressure-packed basketball. Fourth quarter on the court for the Magic. Wagner and Banchero at the forward slots. Markelle Fultz is out there with Gary Harris. And it's Carter in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. Porter with it. Fultz picks him up. Porter, the pass to Şengün. That one drops, and it comes off an assist from Porter. Porter's got his 4th assist in this one. Harris outside. Wagner finds Harris. Fultz a screen on Green. Outside for Fultz. Drains the triple.
And you got to guard Fultz from this spot. I mean, when he has the space to fire from deep, he makes the defense pay.
Outside Porter takes the three. He can't hit that time. Now Orlando takes it the other way. Here's Banchero, and that one is stuffed right through.
They're going at it on offense. Neither team backing down.
Hey, defense is taking a back burner, secondary on the marquee, but who doesn't love a game like this? Let's go. I like offense.
Şengün a screen on Fultz. And here's Porter outside. And that one goes out of bounds. Last touch by Carter. Just over a minute and a half played here in the fourth. Outside Porter. 6 to shoot. Plenty of space. Yes! He nails it!
One of the things Porter Jr. has done is really improved as a decision maker. Excellent pick and roll action there.
Here's Harris. Pass to Banchero. Ooh, stolen by Smith.
Personal foul. First team foul.
The Rockets have gotten half of their attempts to fall in the fourth. 2 for 4 now. Outside Porter. Here's Green. The shot, no good. And Orlando will come the other way. Harris finds Wagner. Fourth quarter of play. We're about 2.5 minutes through it now. Carter, the pass to Wagner. Here's Banchero. Just 5 on the clock. Puts it up from 15. Porter pulls it in. Harris against Green. Outside Porter. Pass to Şengün. Oh, a big finish with a one-handed jam.
And once he gets to the rim, it's fairly automatic.
Nothing fancy right there. Just takes his 2 points, moves on.
Hey, guys, I know I'm stating the obvious here, but those could be an important 2 points considering how close this game is.
Green against Harris. Smith outside. They swipe it. The three from Banchero. Rockets with a rebound. They've led by as many as 11. Şengün in the post. Pounded by Harris. Orlando has gone 1 for 3 in the fourth quarter from range. Here's Fultz. Pass to Banchero. And he dumps it down. And no surprise here. At this stage of the game, they're going to use the coach's challenge. Make them take another look at the call.
And even with the coach's challenge in place, we've seen so many of these personal foul calls.
Previous plays under
video review.
There's no doubt there's going to be a gray area in a lot of these calls. But at least we have the option to take a second look, so the officials can be sure they get it right.
After the review, the ruling on the floor is overturned.
So they see clear evidence of a bad call, and they're going to overturn it. Probably the right decision.
And give credit to the officials for recognizing the mistake and correcting it. Nobody likes to say they got it wrong, but they fixed it in a hurry.
Fultz against Porter. Offensive rebound. Şengün passes to Smith. Şengün. They shoot again. Oh, and he got fouled on his whip. And with this game coming down to the wire, they're quick to use their coach's challenge, asking for a review. This could be a big call.
People were worried that this would slow the action down. But with so many close calls in every game,
the previous play is under
challenge policy in 2019.
You know, one thing this does for a coach is let his players know he's got their back. If they're adamant that the call was wrong, he'll back them up and make the refs take another look.
After the review, the ruling on the floor is overturned.
So they see clear evidence of a bad call, and they're going to overturn it. Probably the right decision.
And give credit to the officials for recognizing the mistake and correcting it. Nobody likes to say they got it wrong, but they fixed it in a hurry.
Here's Banchero. Pass to Carter. Ooh, stolen by Smith. 54 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Martin outside. Green in the post. Harris on him. Here's the three. Houston gets it back. Martin outside. Count it!
Talk about stepping up in a big way.
Well, that was 1-2. He wanted the ball. Nobody else was taking that shot.
Banchero. Money!
Making the most of the second chance opportunity.
Hey, the hustle is real, and the hustle is rewarded.
Guys, it's all about persistence on the offensive glass. You just can't ever give up on a play.
5-second differential between the shot clock and game clock. Şengün, a screen on Harris. Green, the pass to Smith. Just 5 to shoot. Ooh, and he took a hard foul on the shot. So he'll head to the line to shoot a pair. He gets the first, and that makes it a 3-point lead. And he hits both free throws here, and it's a 4-point ball game.
Good composure from the line there. Those shots sealed it.
And the Magic call time here. They're behind by 4. There's 10 seconds left to play in the fourth quarter of this one. All right, guys, what do you think?
If they're going to have to work fast coming out of the timeout.
They're going to draw up a play here, I think, to get a shot right off of the inbounds pass and not waste too much time at all.
And so it's the Rockets who come out on top here. This one was in the balance right until the final second.
possessed. We're going to see plenty of that here tonight on display.
Well, that's kind of you first, Kevin, but secondarily, the guys out here have a chance when there's any open space to make something extremely exciting happen. So let's move up a little bit and sit on the edge of our seats, should we?
And now the opening lineup for Detroit. Isaiah Stewart out there with Bagley. Then there's Bojan Bogdanovic. Then it's Duran. And it's Cunningham in at the point. A nice shot by Bogdanovic.
Just getting it to the ready-to-fire guy. That's great recognition from Cade.
To the middle. Here's Porter. Here's Şengün. Good, and a nice assist from Porter.
And he's not going to miss that sort of an opportunity from deep.
A three from Bogdanovic. Bagley the pass to Bogdanovic. Bagley with the ball. Now guarded by Porter. Back to Bogdanovic. His shot is good, making him a perfect 2 for 2 from the floor.
And Bogdanovic, a talented scorer, likes getting involved down low.
Houston's gone 1 of 2 from long range in the first quarter. They set the pick. And a wide open look for Porter. No good on the three.
Rare you'll see him miss such an open look.
And looking at Marvin Bagley, the third, a skilled forward, Brent, who has struggled to stay healthy.
Back in 2018, Bagley was selected number 2 in the NBA draft. So he finds a way to stay healthy and gets into the right situation. Some of those doors to his talent start to open up.
And Jabari Smith, of course, with deep family ties, Greg, to the NBA.
His dad being the OG Jabari. All these guys are in that 6'10", 6'11" range. So great bloodline.
Cunningham passes to Bogdanovic. Cunningham looking it over. Stewart against Smith. Shot clock at 5. To the inside. Here's Bagley. And the rebound goes to Martin. Rockets have gone 1 of 3 from the field to start this one so far. It's Porter outside. Unable to get that one. And it's Detroit the other way. The drive by Bagley. Now in the scoring column with that bucket. 1 for 2 this game.
So fluid right there as Bagley gets inside. Fun to watch a big guy move like that.
Green, no luck.
Well, mid-range is where he makes the money. So when the D's slow to get out on him, always surprising to see him miss from there.
Now here's Bogdanovic. He's got 5. That's a 2 from Cunningham. And a little luck that time, but it drops.
Good instincts from Cade that time. He has the shot all picked out, so why waste time? Let it rip.
Porter passes to Şengün. Detroit with the rebound.
That's not the type of opportunity he fails to convert very often.
And Bogdanovic kicks to Cunningham. Down low. Kicks it out to Bogdanovic. Pass to Bagley. Over Porter. And Detroit again with the bucket.
And this is right around the time when one team might start to pull away.
Yeah, this team is looking to add to the lead, trying to put the other team away, and threatening here.
And how about Porter Jr.'s court awareness? Excellent job finding the open man with the pass.
Bagley in the post, covered by Martin. Cunningham outside. Inside. Stolen by Martin. The Rockets shooting their 3rd free throw shot of the game.
And one of the weaker areas for this group. Only shot about 71% from the line a season ago.
And so it's Smith with it. He'll bring it up for the Houston Rockets. Trailing by 5. Porter against Cunningham. Porter kicks to Green. The offensive rebound. No one near Smith as he lets it go. No good on the triple. They can trade 2 for 1 here.
Would be the right move, I believe, right now.
Bogdanovic with it. Now guarded by Porter. The kick out to Cunningham. And it goes out of bounds. That one is off Smith.
Great energy on the deflection and a good job disrupting their offense.
Yeah, appreciate the work right now on the defensive end.
Now, here's Cunningham. Just 5 to shoot. Stewart misses. Rockets trail by 5. Smith inside. Stewart on him. Martin wide open. He fires. Yes, and it's Smith with the assist that time.
One of the more skilled offensive players that is on the floor here tonight. Not an easy fella to hold in check.
And here's Bogdanovich for 3. 1 quarter in the books, and it's been a close one so far. Pistons ahead, up by... And if you're just tuning in, it's been a pretty even game through the first quarter. And before we move on, what do you guys think about what we've seen so far from Detroit?
Boy, their offense looks really good when everyone's in sync. Terrific first quarter.
Yeah, couldn't ask for a better one right now. Just a complete rhythm by all the guys who got some minutes. Wonderful start.
Porter Jr. is the point with Green on the wing. The post pairing forms Smith along with Şengün. And it's Martin in at the 3 spot. That's the group starting the second quarter for the Rockets. And Bogdanovich, the bucket on the assist by Bagley. That's 7 points for Bojan Bogdanovich. Getting the latest now from our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. David, it's all yours. Take it away.
Well, thank you very much. The Rockets are in a full rebuild, and they have a young roster which is taking its lumps. But Coach Stephen Silas says, we very rarely give up. This team has a lot of fight, character, and grit, and we are learning. Kevin, it's a long process, but it's worth doing.
Yep, no shortcuts, David, but the journey is the reward. They're building from the ground up. It's fun to watch, and we thank you for that story. And so it's Houston with it. 6-point game. Green with a screen for Porter. Pass to Şengün. Lets the 3 fly. Bagley with the rebound. For Detroit, they've gone 2 of 3 from the field here to open the second quarter. Bogdanovich finds Cunningham. Back to Bogdanovich. Cunningham passes to Bagley. Rockets with the rebound. Martin's got 4 rebounds in this game. GA, the Houston Rockets coming off back-to-back losing seasons, and that has been tough for that franchise and for the city.
And Kevin, no doubt it affects the team's morale. It's hard to find the positive and see the road ahead, but listen, you got to stay strong and focus on just getting better every day.
Always going up for the alley-oop here, and Smith with the stuff.
A whole selfless play right there from Green. He's all about getting it to the open man.
Cunningham kicks to Bogdanovich. The pass to Stewart. And out of bounds as the Rockets gain possession. Rockets trail by 6. Smith sets the pick for Green. To the middle. Trying to find Smith. He's got it now. They're outside. Bagley with the rebound. Bagley's got his 4th rebound in this one. Fades back. Cunningham passes to Bogdanovich. It's stolen by Martin. And the call will be against Marvin Bagley. That's foul number 2 for him.
Second personal foul. First team foul.
And the Rockets with possession here. Only giving up 6 here in this quarter. It's Porter outside. Duren pulls it in.
Not sure why he keeps trying his luck from deep here. It's just not his night.
Bogdanovich passes to Cunningham. Back to Bogdanovich. Beyond the arc. Duren tipped back in for 2. Duren's got the lead up to 8 now for the Pistons.
Oh, and a nice job of turning that miss into 2 points on the tip in.
Hustle points, I believe they call them. Hustle points right there. Porter with it. He's against Cunningham. Shot clock at 6. Smith the pass to Green. Smith trying to break loose. And Green with the basket on the assist by Smith.
Putting his size to use. Green's got great length, and it helps him there inside.
Cunningham kicks to Stewart. Outside, Bagley. Cunningham outside. And they double up Cunningham. Kicks it out to Bogdanovich. Here's Bagley. And stolen by Şengün. It's tipped. It's 9 seconds separating the shot clock and game clock. And there's the foul. It's on Jalen Green. That is his first foul of the game.
First team foul.
Cunningham passes to Duran. Over Şengün. Will not go. This is off the front iron. And it's Smith with the ball. He brings it up for the Rockets. They trail by 6. Here's Martin. Banked in off the glass. Martin's got 5.
You don't want to ever give up points on the boards. That's the lesson for the team there. That's a hustle play to save points.
Passes to Bogdanovich. And again, it's the Pistons missing. Here's Green. So that'll be it for the first half. Fairly even. Thank you, David. And we'll be back for the third quarter of it.
17, the Pistons 21.
We've got second half action for you, and if the next couple quarters are similar to the first, this one could go down to the last possession. Bojan Bogdanovich with a strong contribution so far in this one.
Well, we'll find out if they were able to find an answer for him over the break. He was scoring with ease in that first half.
Yeah, just way too easy out there, and I'm sure coach is going to make that a priority at halftime.
And on the floor for Dwayne Casey starting the second half. Ivy is out there with Diallo. Then there's James Wiseman. Then there's Hayes. And it's Burks in at the shooting guard position. Here's Marjanovic. And Marjanovic with the slam.
Going to the rack with energy in the D, afraid to cut him off.
Yeah, got to chalk that one up to some shaky defending.
There's some ways to get your coach's attention, and that draws the coaching staff's ire.
Burks on the wing. Pass to Ivy. Snatched away. Here's Christopher. Burks covering. To the paint. And there's the slam dunk to finish it off.
So impressive. The fortitude, the will to battle back, but it did take a lot of energy to get here.
Well, they didn't really have a choice at the position that they were. They had to fight hard. They've gotten that. They've outworked the other team. Just fighting tonight.
And Hayes kicks to Diallo. Back to Hayes. Burks the pass to Ivy. A putback. It's good on the putback.
And that's what the coaches right now want from Wiseman. Just effort points. Get in there. Stay active.
Here's Christopher driving to the basket.
This team really feeds off of one another in terms of their energy.
At least in the second half they have been. The first half wasn't played anywhere near this intense.
And the foul on Ty Washington. That's his first foul. I've heard it said, Greg, a coach can't give you confidence, but they can take it away. What's the meaning behind that?
Well, players at this level are naturally confident, but when coaches are always critical, it can take you out of your game. Makes you just start to think a little too much on the floor.
Burks against Tate. A 3-ball. That one doesn't drop. And Detroit the other way now. Pass to Ivy. Puts up a 3. It's rebounded by Houston. Now Tate. He's been quiet so far. Still no points in the game.
Oh, going high to throw that one down.
Sky high. Fantastic one-hand jam. Ivy passes to Burks. Ivy kicks to Diallo. Burks on the wing. Jacks up a three. Good on the three-point shot. Burks has got the game tied up here for Detroit.
That's pretty much not how they want to defend the three-point line. Somebody's got to shadow him out there.
Alec Burks is at over a decade in the league. One of the more reliable guards that we have.
At some point, I believe that Alec Burks is going to be on the team that's doing bigger things. Because of that consistency, he's going to become a more valuable piece. I mean, he shoots it well from three. He got his big contract in 2021, but it hasn't changed that consistency that he plays with.
Detroit shooting their first free throws of the game on this trip to the line.
Yeah, a year ago, though, Kevin, 78% conversion rate from the free throw line, so that's a nice all-around effort.
Rockets have gone 5 of 6 so far from the field in the second half. Tremendous efficiency. Right now, I'd send it over to the sidelines and get a report from David Aldridge.
Thanks, guys. Now, Jalen Green is on a mission. He says, every time I step on the floor, I always have something to prove to who's ever in those stands. A lot of people will hate on me or have their opinions. I'm just going to think about that when I step on the floor. I'm going to prove everybody wrong. Kevin?
That's a great chip to keep on his shoulder. David, thanks. Rockets leading by 3. To the inside. Washington, that's good.
Hey, guys, the D has to show a little more fight on the interior than they did on that trip.
And the Pistons decide to take their first timeout right here. So Detroit ends up going with the new group. Pistons trail by 5. Cunningham inside. He's covered by Washington. Nice ball movement by Detroit. Duran kicks it out to Bogdanovich. The pass to Bagley. 6 on the shot clock. Takes it inside. The Pistons need to get off a shot here. Duran, no good. Clock management. This is where they can get a 2-for-1.
And Kevin, every opportunity counts.
No one near Marjanovic as he lets it go. Drills the three-pointer. Marjanovic has got the lead up to 8 now for the Rockets. Bagley with a screen on Washington. Kicks it out to Bogdanovich. Good, and the assist goes to Cunningham. Bogdanovich has got 12.
Both teams running perimeter-oriented plays that are working.
Well, both of them looking towards the three-point line, and I like to see that, especially when the results are made buckets.
And so it's Cunningham. He'll bring it up for the Pistons. Passes it to Stewart. For the 3. Another 3 for Detroit.
How about Stewart stretching out the defense, and not something we see from him a ton of times.
Here's Marjanovic. Trying to answer back, but that 3 is off the mark. Got it off in time. And the last shot before the buzzer is off. And that's going to do it for the third quarter. Houston on top, up by 4. We'll be back shortly live from Houston, Texas.
The Pistons.
And with 3 quarters behind us, we start the fourth quarter in what is still anybody's ball game. Houston leading by 4. The post pairing forms Smith along with Şengün. Porter Jr. is the point with Green on the wing. And it's Martin in at the small forward position. It's the 5 for Houston right now. So it's Detroit now. Bogdanovich passes to Duran. It's stolen by Green. Fires for 3. Rebounded by the Pistons. Duran's got 6 rebounds here tonight. Inside. Pass to Bogdanovich. Outside for Bagley. Pass to Stewart. Cunningham on the wing. Stewart misses. Houston's gotten off to an 0-for-2 start from downtown here in the fourth quarter. Outside, Martin. And finished off by Martin.
And this sort of
awesome dunk is one of the reasons this team is in charge of this game.
Well, there's a swagger out there. You can see it on the court that they possess and are not afraid to show it either.
Well, Cade asking the defense to come out. You got to respect his ability to shoot it from the three-point line.
Green kicks to Porter, and as it goes out of bounds, Houston able to keep the ball.
Rockets ball.
Here is Porter. Sinks the three-pointer. Porter's got his first 3 points of the game.
Shooting while in rhythm. Porter Jr. has an impressive understanding for when to let that thing fly.
Bagley with a wide open look. The three-pointer no good.
All the time in the world to get that one off.
And he takes that one up and powers it through.
He's putting on a show for these fans.
I can't believe he pulled that one out in the course of an actual game. Cunningham passes to Stewart. Here's Duran. Lets it go from deep. Cunningham on the wing. Bagley against Martin. Bogdanovich. And the rebound goes to the Rockets. Martin's got 7 rebounds in the game. And the foul called on Bojan Bogdanovich. That's his first foul.
First personal foul. First team foul.
Fourth quarter of play, and we're about 2.5 minutes through it right now. Near the three-point line, it's Porter. A chance to extend the lead to double digits, but it's no good. The pass to Stewart. From past the arc. That shot misses. And Houston the other way now. Porter with it. Smith outside. Back to Porter. From downtown. It's hauled in by Stewart. Stewart's got 6 rebounds now in the game. Cunningham finds Bogdanovich. The kick out to Cunningham. To the wing right side. 6 to shoot. Porter against Stewart. Over Porter. And it's off the back rim. No good. Rockets leading by 8. Stewart with the steal. Kicks it out to Bogdanovich. Trying to get something going. The Rockets pull it in. Şengün's got 4 rebounds now tonight. Outside Porter. Here's Green. That one misses. And it's Detroit the other way. Passes it to Stewart. The kick out to Cunningham. And stolen by Şengün. Now here's Porter. There's the screen. There's the 3. Bogdanovich grabs the miss.
And there hasn't been anything easy for him in this period.
No, I haven't seen him in comfortable spots, or at least spots we've seen in this offensive set that are allowing him to settle in.
Here's Cunningham. He feeds it to Bogdanovich.
And then Bogdanovich clever at finding ways to get to the line. Love seeing the aggression come out here with the defense.
Shooting for Detroit. Bojan.
That's good. Going 1 of 2 from the line, and that brings them to within 10.
Not a perfect trip to the free throw line, but they'll take what they can get at this point.
Here's Green. Shot clock at 6. The feed to Porter. Rebounded by Cade Cunningham. And so it's Bogdanovich who brings up the ball for Detroit. There's the triple. Porter pulls it in. So we see the Rockets taking the win here. Some good moments throughout this one, but they had the clip.